Okay. Episode 80 is coming up next. I had longtime internet friend Jeremy Catarino drive down from his house and spend Friday afternoon with me. Man, I feel like we probably could have gone for 4 hours. I was at this point where I was feeling like I had everything talked about that we had written down. I had to urinate really badly, and I don't know if people want long form, like really long podcasts from me. It's really hard to tell if people like small, digestible hour and a half podcast episodes, or if they like the 2.5 hour BS sessions where we kind of meander through all kinds of different topics. I love those. I just don't know if people can focus long enough, or if they're willing to listen, stop, go to work, come back, listen again. I'm that guy. If I've got a podcast that I'm listening to and I'm loving it, I will listen to it until it's done. So anyway, if anybody's got any feedback on that, please let me know. But again, episode 80 coming up next. Jeremy Catarino. J-Cat is for the kids. We get into who Jeremy is and teaching and hunting and all kinds of crazy stuff. His truck's all set up for overlanding and just all kinds of really cool stuff. Plus, I had a bunch of listener questions, so that was really fun to do. But anyway, I hope you all enjoy this episode coming up next with Jeremy Catarino. Thanks for listening. See ya. All right, pull that thing close and let me check the levels here. It looks all right.
How about now? Check.
And you can talk at the same level we were just talking.
Yeah, you don't have to go crazy with it. Check.
Some people are afraid they're yelling.
Yeah.
I will adjust that if I have to.
Yeah.
But when if I'm in my truck and I'm listening to a podcast and I have to turn the volume all the way to the maximum, I don't like it. Because then it will inevitably go to a commercial, which will blow my eardrums.
Blow your ears out.
So,
yeah.
No, we're good. We should be good. I also had that issue with this damn thing where I was losing recording. Oh,
really?
And it happened like three or four times in a row.
Yeah.
Like, this thing's fucking brand new. I don't understand what the problem is. So then I uploaded I updated the firmware on it. I thought, well, maybe that'll fix it.
Yep.
And it happened again.
Oh.
And so then I emailed them, and they're like, "Oh, you need to do all these tests on the card." So I did, and come to find out, the card had a fault.
Yeah.
And so as it was running the SD card test, it failed.
They're fucking finicky, man.
I'm like, you got to be shitting. And I had that. It was 128 gig. Yeah. So like a $50 SD card, Class A. Cheap. That was used in that thing for recording my hunts. And I'm like, what if I would have lost footage there? I didn't know.
Yeah.
So anyway, I got a different card in here. I would hope that this works. So we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, the SD cards are finicky.
Yeah.
They always have been. They've never really, as good as they work, they're never like perfect.
Yeah.
Same
all right,
drives.
Pull that baby in. We're gonna get going.
All right, let's do it.
Try to keep it uncomfortably close to your mouth. You don't have to touch your lips to it.
This is where my professor life can't they collide, because I would have been.
Oh, so you had to throttle it back.
Outward facing events like this, I usually do. Yes.
Have you ever thought about a costume?
The costume, no. As much as I'm into comic book stuff and things like that, no.
Because I thought about asking you. So there was one episode that I did with my brother where we wore wigs.
I've seen that.
And I thought, I wonder if he would. So you have a picture on your Instagram where you're wearing a Christmas sweater.
Oh yeah, the ugly Christmas sweater one.
An ugly Christmas sweater. You said the U word, not me. It's just a Christmas sweater. But I was gonna ask you to bring. I for some reason in my brain thought you were wearing a wig in that picture.
I don't remember.
You weren't, because I checked again today. I was gonna have you bring a wig. We were gonna do another wig episode. But we're not going to. So
I would have been game. I don't mind stuff like that at all.
I assumed you would have been willing to do it.
If
you were actually wearing the wig like my brain told me you were. Now that I know, we'll have to do another one where we dress up.
I'd be game. Okay. I'd be game. I'm not shy about that.
I did vacuum in here today for you.
You vacuumed?
I did. I vacuumed. cobwebs,
Hopefully
the carpet.
Not on my account.
Yes, on your account. There were 5,000 dead bees on the windowsills.
Your feed on your feed for Instagram, and you were like, someone's coming in today. Gross. Oh, I was dying. I'm like, it's a barn.
Yeah.
I know barns.
But I did clean for you.
I appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jeremy Alfonso Catarino.
Alfonso, I love it.
Did I say your last name right?
You did say my last name
I've never
right.
asked.
It's pretty easy. It's like exactly how it's spelled. But people botch it constantly. I don't know how.
What do they say?
I don't even know. It's been a while since somebody's murdered it, but they leave the I out and just go Catarano. I don't know. Catalano. It's weird.
Okay.
I don't know. It's so hard. It's so easy. It's a Catarino.
I graduated with some Carinos. So there's only a couple other. There's 2 other letters in there. I could have figured that out. I just assumed.
It's not hard. It's a pretty easy one.
Thanks for driving down here.
Yeah, no. I'm game. I'm game. I'm off for the summer still, so open free time to do whatever. And I got 3 more weeks.
You're a pure-blooded Michigander?
Yes, originally from here, Metro Detroit. Grew up in Westland, Michigan.
Shout out to the Westland.
Yeah,
you
Westland
ever do that with your fingers?
No.
That doesn't work.
As ghetto as that area was when I lived there and it is now. No.
You should bring that. We should bring that back.
Yeah, we should. The West Side. I can't even do it. I have to do it with my hand. Like I can't just do it.
That really hurt to do that.
I know. Pain right I don't have the dexterity to do it. I never have. It's hilarious.
You know how I knew you were a pure-blooded Michigander?
How I talk?
You said, yeah, no. Have you ever heard anybody talk about that?
Yes. When I lived in Florida, my Florida friends immediately were like, oh, you're from the north. And I'm like, how can you tell? They're like, you have an accent. I'm like, I don't have an accent. And they're like, yes, you do.
Sure. Yeah, vowels for sure. And then for anybody, like most of my listeners are here.
Yeah.
Or at least from up north-ish area.
Yeah.
But for anybody that doesn't know, we say ope. And no.
And what you call pop or soda.
Right.
I moved to Florida and everyone's like, what kind of soda do you want? Oh, a Pepsi. Or no, they called it Coke.
Everything's a Coke.
I don't know. I was like, what is happening right now? And then I say pop and they're like, get out of here, Northerner.
Yeah.
Like
that
pop.
Same thing in Texas. So I spent a lot of time working in Texas. And everything was a Coke.
Mm-hmm.
If it wasn't Coke, it was tea.
Yep. Tea.
Coke or tea.
Yep. Like, Florida's similar.
Well, again, thank you for driving down today. Yeah. This is one of my blessings for the job that I do not love is my ability to record a podcast at 2:00 on a Friday. And I don't take that for granted. So thank you for doing this. I know you and have followed you for a long time on Instagram.
It's been a while now.
It has been a long time.
When we were at the NRC meeting that we both, like, we didn't know we both were going, and I ran into you, and I was like, hey, what's going on, man? And you remember my username.
Yes.
And you were like, and we both chatted, we were like, how long has it been? It's been 2 or 3 years.
It's been a few years, and that's what's weird is I'll remember names, but not faces, and I feel bad about that.
No. That's just life.
It is, but I used to be so much better.
Yeah.
And we're getting older, and that's just kind of how it goes. But since I followed you for a while, I've kind of been able to kind of watch things that you do. But I'm sure there's people that will listen to this that aren't really familiar with.
Probably not. I'm not like I don't like hammer socials. I'm not, and I don't hammer socials. It's just things I like or things I get into, and I don't post often. I'm more. I don't know.
Are you more like a voyeur, a social media voyeur, where you like to watch?
I follow
from the bushes.
From the bush, not the bushes. Legally binding things like that would be detrimental to my my personal and professional life. No, I mean, yes, I engage in social media quite a bit. Like I interact with you guys quite often, and other hunters around the region, and people out of state. Mostly hunting. I leave my social platforms mostly for the one passion outside of my work, and so I'm usually there. But I don't post a ton. I'm not trying to be a social media influencer. I'm not trying to make money off of hunting. I would love to. I thought about it on a million occasions, like all of us have, right? And I'm like, immediately my mind goes to, I don't want it to be work.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be work. I
worries me.
enjoy it. I tried filming for a little while. I never released any of that. Like, I just filmed hunts, and they were for myself mostly. But I was like, yeah, no, I don't want to do this for a job. It would ruin everything that I like about why I hunt. So, yeah, I don't try to push anything crazy. I'll post a kill here and there and celebratory
But you got some life stuff on there. So take some time and tell us who you are and why you love us so much.
Yeah.
You don't have to talk about why you love ARO Podcast. That was.
Oh no, I love your guys' podcast. And like I said, I was listening to the Michigan show episode with Jarrett, and same thing. Like, you guys are just like all over the place, and you talk about everything, and you get into how it correlates into hunting. And I think that's my life in general, right? I'm a 3D animator by profession. I worked in the military contract industry doing trainers for military training, mechanical trainers and flight simulators, things like that. And I've taught at the university level for, oh my gosh, I'm going into my 19th year this year, teaching those things, right? How to 3D model things, texture, rig, animate, camera work, lighting work, and rendering those out to whatever you need them for a video game, for on-screen instruction, all those things, right? So I'm a jack of all trades: graphics, computer graphics, 2D, 3D, video production. I know this world well.
No fucking clue.
I don't.
You're a dumbass history teacher.
I don't throw it out, right? Like, I just do that for a living, and I love it. I enjoy that. I enjoy that career path, and I've had an amazing career. So I kind of keep them separate. My social platforms are all like just hunting and kind of staying in shape and being an outdoorsman, and a little bit of my hiking and adventure, because I love to hike. I love to be out in the woods. We were talking when I pulled up about my truck and overlanding and camping out of the truck and things like that. So yeah, I sit at a desk 40, 50 hours a week and look at a computer screen, actually 4 or 5 at a time sometimes. And depending on where I'm at, my home office has a bunch of screens, and my office at the university has a bunch of screens. So I'm like, when I don't need to be there, I am not. I have a million TVs in my home, and I hate it. I don't hate it. I have a love-hate relationship, obviously, but TVs everywhere. TV in the garage gym, TV in the living room, TV in the basement living room, TV in the barn. The truck has a TV. Like, everything has TVs now. Your phone is a TV. So I try to beat off it as much as I can. So when I'm not working, I'm like, go in the garage and work out without the TV on, or go on a hike for scouting, or yeah. So very active outside of that. And I think that's very influenced by my family. My parents weren't that. Like, they don't take care of themselves with what they eat and how
they do not.
They do not.
Oh, okay.
They do not. I love them to death. They're amazing people who supported me to get me into college and pay for parts of that. And they're a massive influence on me in that regard as well. Like, my dad has a bunch of health issues, and he's only in his early 70s, and he's had multiple heart attacks and things like that. So that drives me. I'm like, I don't want to be that. Thank you for that. And I know you didn't intend your lifestyle to influence me that way, but it did. And I stay way more fit and active because of them. And
always? Or did it, what was there a point where it clicked?
It's been always very sports centric in my early years. I played football, hockey, soccer, basketball, and baseball in high school, and then continued that on. I played college football here in Michigan. Born and bred Michigan guy. Fair State. Nice. I played at Fair State.
That's awesome.
And yeah, so it's always been in me just naturally. Like, I've always driven to be moving and athletic. We were an athletic family. Learned a lot about weightlifting and nutrition playing college ball, and that just took it to another level and kept it rolling. And I actually coached at my alma mater, my high school back in the Metro Detroit area, for almost 12 seasons, and never thought I'd do that. That was a different thing. Like, I always thought I'd play and be the active one, and then one of my coaches asked me to coach, and it just snowballed, and I did it for 12 years and loved it. Have a lot of connections still, like former players I still talk to and hang out with on occasion. And it was an amazing thing, and just kept that role of like staying fit and active in your lifestyle, even though I'm very technology heavy in what I do and sit at a desk most of the time. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. And hunting for me, just to transition into that, like I stopped coaching, or when I stopped playing, actually, I needed something. I needed something to fulfill that role of like, okay, I'm used to preparing for like a season, and that would be my motivation to like lift and run and do all the things I needed to do to be ready for that season. And I lost that. And even during coaching, I'm like, what is happening? I'm getting fatter. I'm getting more depressed. I'm not doing anything other than sitting here watching film all the time and then being on the computer for teaching. And that's kind of where hunting came into play. So it was like me preparing for a season. It lined up perfectly. It was just like fall, like football, and all summer would be preparation. So I kind of gravitated that way of like, I just needed something to push me to stay active. And that's where bow hunting came in. And I started doing that in 2009 when I moved back. So I'm a late onset hunter. My father hunted when I was young, but stopped before I could like youth hunt. So I didn't really.
Did he archery hunt? Or was he
no,
hunter?
gun. He's the typical Michigan hunter, right? He'd go up to a couple camps with buddies, and it was rifle only. And I never went to any of them. I was too young, or he just didn't want us there, which I get in my older years, right? And so I didn't really get to experience any of that. And when I moved home to Michigan back from Florida in 2009, bought an old Darton off like Facebook Marketplace and 3 ARO quiver and a climber, and picked a spot on Google Maps. There was nothing like Onyx or anything anywhere. I was like, oh, that's a state game area. Okay, here.
Where were you living?
At the time, I was in Ypsilanti because
Okay.
I was teaching at Eastern Michigan University at that point in time. That's what I moved back up from Florida for, was to teach at Eastern Michigan.
Okay.
So tons of state land out there. I was
could have picked a worse spot.
Yeah, no, it was amazing. Awesome. I mean, your Pinckney State game, Waterloo is where I, cut my teeth. I didn't know anything, and there was this massive tract of public land, and that was the hard part. I'm like, where do I go? How do I do this? Because I didn't really get the experience from my father to like, this is how you track or find sign or any of that, right? So it was trial by fire, and it was great. I loved it. It gave me that need of like something to prepare for. I have to have something to drive me to work out and stay fit and active. So bow hunting became that thing, and oh my God, wildfire. Like, so I've only been, it's crazy now to talk about. We were talking about that earlier, like how fast time goes by. 2009 seems like yesterday. Well, how many years is that?
18 years.
18. Oh my God, I've been bow hunting.
17 years.
17. Yeah. I've been bow hunting for 17 years. It doesn't feel like it, but here we are. And there's been a lot of learning and progression and failure. So yeah, that's kind of me in a nutshell. I love to adventure. I love to push myself in anything I'm doing. Technology, professional, hunting, private, hunting for a personal thing, working out.
Anybody that watches this video is going to go, Brett has a type.
Yeah.
Tall, healthy, hairy, apparently. I feel like you and Jarrett could be brothers.
Oh, when we met at the NRC meet, like actually met in person, I was like, oh yeah, we could hang out. Yeah.
I thought about that today when you were coming over, and I actually wrote that down. Apparently, I have a type: tall, healthy, hairy, and then I wrote Jarrett Moskwa. So that's really interesting. But I have to go down my list.
Yeah,
so that's why I said that.
Do your list.
I'm just kidding. I know. But you said something there that kind of struck me, because I didn't have. I did, but I didn't have those experiences on my own prior to the advent of Onyx.
Okay.
And Hunt Stand.
Yeah,
whatever you were using.
I used Hunt Stand back in the day.
So you said that you cut your teeth in Waterloo on a large piece of public land prior to mapping software.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's like.
Yeah.
How did you approach that from someone who was not just learning to bow hunt, but learning how to not get lost and have to spend the night in the woods?
Yeah, I mean,
was it baby steps?
Google Maps, it was definitely baby steps, but Google Maps existed. it wasn't as advanced as all of the applications we have now.
Were you using a smartphone at the time?
No, like computer. Again, very technology centric.
Were you printing it off like a map?
Yes, 100%.
No way.
100%. Just so I could like kind of have an idea when I'm sitting at my truck. I didn't do it the first time out. The first time out, I was like, I'll remember it.
Yeah.
No.
In the daylight.
Yeah, in the daylight. And it's kind of a funny story. Because I was coaching high school football, which kind of consumed my life outside of work already.
Sure.
And kind of why I also didn't hunt when I was younger. Football was my life at that time. So fall gets overtaken. And if you're good, if
I'm
you're
a hockey guy, I get it.
Yeah, and I grew up playing hockey and football. Right. It was like I didn't have the time.
Never stood a chance.
I didn't have the time. I wish I would have. My God, where would I be now if I hunted when I was 12 instead of 29? It'd be amazing. I'd have so much more knowledge and just it'd be insane. But yeah, we got knocked out of the playoffs early for the high school I was coaching for, and it was Halloween, and I was like, Halloween, okay, cool, I'm free, and I have this bow I bought from somebody random, and I was like, I'm going to go. So I started looking on Google Maps. It did not list the state game area by any measure. So I had to like kind of find that on a map and then find roads. And that's what I was more using of like, how is my access going to happen, right? Like, how can I get to that area? And I find a spot and I go, and the first day I don't like nothing. I have no idea. I'm sitting in a swamp off a little island. And that was more of exploratory. And I go out again a week later on a Friday, just right. So it's probably the first week of November at that time. Yeah, had to be because I went out on Halloween. And literally an old Darton, 3 arrow quiver. Like, I'm not even practicing with this bow or anything. Like, I don't know anything. Like, I am green, super green. And doe comes out and works along this. I'm in a bowl, so it's just this swamp with an island in like the center part of it, and then there's this ridge that works up and around and has an opening area. And I'm right off a trail, like a mountain biking trail. And people walk it. A doe comes through way out of range and works up this ridge, and 30 minutes later there's this fork horn. And in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, it's an older deer.
Yeah.
No idea, right? But it's this little fork horn 4-point. I shoot at it, and it's going from left to right. It had to be 35, 36, 37 yards, something in that realm. I hit him in the back hip. Boom! Just hip. And he's like, oh my God. He freaks out, turns around, goes back the other way. I knock another arrow, and I shoot him again, and I break his other back leg. Now he's dragging himself through the swamp. I only have 1 arrow left in my quiver. I am obviously not on. Like, I'm like, oh my God. Shimmy down with the climber, right? I see him stop in some bushes. Shimmy down the tree, go over to him. I'm like feeling horrible. And he's laying there looking at me wide-eyed, back, broken leg, arrow on the other hip. I even said it out loud, like verbally said it out loud. I'm like, sorry, buddy. And then I drew and I put him out of his misery at close range, 5 feet. So that was my second day hunting ever with a bow, and I shoot a 4-point, but I do it horrendously, like not my intention on any level, right? Of course. And then I'm sitting in this swamp, and it's wet. It's wet. I'm in the water. I got mud boots on, so I at least knew that, but it's wet. And now I'm looking at this deer, and mind you, it was a morning hunt, so it's like 10:30, 11. Which was surprising to me because I'm like, I'm not going to see anything. I'm getting down soon. And then that all transpires, right? And smartphones weren't a thing. I couldn't just look up how to gut this deer on YouTube. I call my dad, and I'm like, Al. I call my dad by his first name. Just funny. I'm like, Al, Big Al. I'm like, Al, what do I do? He goes, what do you mean, what do you do? I go, I shot a buck. He goes, you shot a buck? Mind you, not like a lineage of hunting. Yeah. He would just go up and drink with his boys and sling bullets and everything. And he'd shoot something every once in a while from my recollection as a child. But he goes, he's surprised that I shot a buck. And I'm like, yeah, I shot one. It's laying here dead in front of me. How do I gut this thing? So he like kind of gives me some verbal instruction. I cut the shit out of my hand. My phone dies. He's worried about me. The woman I was dating at the time is freaking out because I don't have my phone's dead. And I have to drag this thing out like a mile. Oh, I'm like a mile in. Oh, it was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. But
it's a story you'll never forget.
Oh my God. It's burned into my brain vividly. Right. So that was my like I said, trial by fire. Like I didn't know what I was doing. And I go out and kill a buck with a bow in my second sit ever of my life. And I didn't know at the time that was something that doesn't happen, right? Because I had like hardly zero experience with this. And as I tell more people the story after it happened and everything, they're like, holy shit, man, you shot a buck in Michigan with a bow on your second sit ever in your life? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Yeah. I mean, he's tiny. He was the smallest goddamn deer ever. Like, he was tiny. I didn't know any better at the time. And it got me going. Like, I was excited. I was amped up, man. And yeah, that was my first experience as a bow hunter at 29 years old, right? I loved it, though. And a fun fact of that story, too. One of my really good, I don't want to call him a mentor, because he never really hunted with me before then, but I had a cousin on my mom's side, Marine, big trad bow hunter, just loved to bow hunt. And he was more my influence as a child. I'm like, my cousin Jim, he knows what's going on because he's always killing something. So he was one of my big influences of like just making me want to hunt. If you know the road, if you live anywhere in the Howell, Pinckney, Chelsea area, you know the road, Hadley Road. It cuts right between Chelsea and Pinckney, north and south. I'm on Hadley Road. I take all my gear out to the truck after I gut the deer, and I leave the deer. I'm going to go back so I don't have to carry shit and the deer. I don't even have a cart. I have nothing. Like, I'm just straight. I was going to muscle this thing out. Mind you, I was 29. I was pretty fit. Yeah, so I'm like, I got it. Well, someone drives down the road past my truck as I'm loading my gear in the truck, and they pull off the side of the road and start reversing. And I'm like, what is happening? It's my cousin Jim. His mother-in-law lives like 5 miles down the road from where I'm hunting, and he was driving home. And he's like, hey, man. Any luck? And I'm like, yeah, I got a buck like a mile in. So he drags it out with me. He goes in. Yeah, I swear to God.
That's the universe, man.
It was insane. It was insane. I hadn't seen him in like 2 years because we don't live anywhere close to each other. And we're not super close.
Unreal.
As we got older, we're not super close. And he's just randomly driving down the road. And he helped me drag out my first deer I ever shot.
That was the universe working for both of you.
It was insane. And now we talk all the time and stay in touch and trade stories and hunt together. And yeah, it's insane. So it was just all, and even at that time, I'm like, none of that clicked and correlated because I was so young. I mean, 29, I still felt like I was so young and just naive and living life, and life was a million miles an hour at 29, and you don't think about that stuff, but you reflect back on it and you're like, wow, like you just said, like the world, the universe is just like, yeah, he's here for a reason, dude.
That's unbelievable.
It was cool.
I love that kind of shit because I think it happens. Number one, I also had to call somebody when I shot my first deer to learn how to gut it.
Gut it, yeah.
Number two, I think the universe does that way more than people even recognize. I think it's happening all the time.
They don't pay attention to it.
And you're just not, you're not seeing it. You're not open to seeing it.
Yep.
Whether it's because you're looking at your phone or you're literally in the middle of something, and there's those little things I think that happen all the time. Mm-hmm. That's really amazing that happened to you.
I would agree with you on that too. Like, we don't slow down enough as like humans to like see the little things that kind of throw. And I'm guilty of it as well. Like, my phone is horrible. I need to limit my time on my phone. Everyone kind of has that.
But you're tech man.
Exactly. So I justify it with that, right? Like, I got emails for work, my students, other faculty, whatever, anything like that. And I justify it with that. But the hours on Instagram or just YouTube, whatever, right? I'm guilty.
Do you ever look at your time on Instagram?
I don't want to.
I think it's less than you think.
Oh, I don't know.
Well,
summertime when I'm off.
Mine is always less than I think.
Yeah,
and I think it's because I'm doing seconds at a time.
Yeah.
It feels long, but it's honestly like quick scrolling and then it's done. But it feels like it's it's too many times throughout the day.
Yes.
It's way less than I thought.
I get larger chunks in the summer when I'm off and don't have like, I have things for the university that I do in the summer, but they're way few and far between than when school's actually in, right? So I'm pretty much off. Huge chunks of free time, which the ADDs, right? Not like I'm not diagnosed, my wife, right? But I burn time, and I need to get better at that. That's one of my goals this fall, is like to burn off that. Yeah, I'm afraid to look at the times. Like, what?
Well,
how long did you spend?
I would encourage you to look, because it may be less than you
I
think.
will. I will. Just but yeah, technology. I think we're so instant gratification of all the things on our phones anymore. Of like, we don't see that stuff anymore. Like, what just happened out in the woods, or what just happened in our daily lives that are like telling you to slow down and look. Yeah. And be more attuned to what's happening around you instead of on a screen. And I think that's a hard thing that we'll learn as we get further along in technology and society. Do you spend a lot of time without technology in the woods? Like, when you go into the woods, are you looking at your phone for maps and stuff? Or I use it sometimes for access and getting in and everything like that. And I've made it a point to, like, once I'm in my set, I'm like, put it away, turn it off. Sometimes I turn it off, but I don't have children. I don't plan on having children. We call ourselves non-breeders. So I don't have that in my... You say non-breeders? Non-breeders. My wife and I call ourselves non-breeders. All of our good friends who have children, it kind of came up as a joke, but it's now like our thing, right? Like, why do you have this and that? How do you guys do all this to your house? And we're like, oh, well, we don't have kids. We're non-breeders. So we have extra cash and time. Dude, I'm telling you right now, my kids were not expensive till right now. So I have my daughter's almost 16. Like, I've been taking her to driver's training. And then my son is 13. And then my littlest one is 7 and a half. Mm-hmm. She's not expensive. It's the older one. So, like, everyone talks about kids being expensive. And I'm not trying to persuade you into breeding. I will permit you to continue being a non-breeder. I'm just saying, everyone always like, kids are fucking expensive. Not till they're 15. No, it's sports 13, 14, and all 15, the cars and all the shit. Yeah. Little kids, you're going to get hand-me-downs of fucking everything. You will get hand-me-downs. Kids are not expensive until they can eat like an adult. Yeah. And then they get expensive, and then you got sports. Yep. And then cars. And then insurance. Which, now that I'm thinking about insurance, I'm stressing out a little bit. But anyway, kids are not expensive. But carry on, my non-breeder. Yeah, no, so I make sure to let my wife know I'm shutting the phone off, just so, like, she texts me or calls me and I don't answer her, and give her that, instant gratification of I'm answering or calling her back or texting her because I can't talk. Do you share your location with her? Yes, 100%. Yeah. And I actually have a really good buddy of mine, which is another cool story about the Pinckney-Waterloo area as well. I'll bring that up next. But I have a buddy and my wife are the only two people that I will send like GPS coordinate, like my long and lat, and be like, this is where I'm at for the day. If you don't hear from me X amount of hours after the sun goes down, like, go to the next level, right? Let's call somebody in that area to come check. My brother and my wife can track my location on my iPhone. Yeah. But then I got, for Christmas, my mom got me a Zoleo. Mm-hmm. You know what a Zoleo is? It's a tracker. It's kind of like a satellite tracker. Yeah. And so it's a subscription-based thing. Yep. And so we've got a couple different versions of it. Yeah. When it comes hunting season, I'll reinstate that, and I'll clip it to my backpack. Yep. Because there are places in Southern Ohio that I go to with zero cell service. Yep. Same. I hunt in Southern Ohio. She does not like that. Yeah. You know what we got? I got the Garmin InReach. Oh, yeah. Because we hike a lot, too. Right. We'll go, like, Colorado, the UP. We were just recently in Italy in the Dolomites. I think you saw on my Instagram for our honeymoon, and we hiked 55 miles for that. But we just want that. So we keep it in service for hunting season for me because it's a satellite communicator. So not only location, but my phone connects to it Bluetooth, and I can text via that. Same with the Zoleo. Yes, so it's same thing. Yeah. So I if I'm in Southern Ohio or somewhere where I'm not getting service, I just make sure that's clipped to my backpack, and I can text my wife and let her know, hey, I'm out of the woods, or I'm heading out of the woods, or I'm at camp where I'm camping because I don't have service at camp either. So, yeah.
How did we get there? How did we literally just get to, do you share your location? What were we talking about?
Oh my God, I don't even know. I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
I remember we got there
you
somewhere.
had a story about your buddy in the Pinckney area.
Oh, you asked if we had if I shared my location with my wife because of turning off my phone. That's why we got there.
You turned off your phone.
But yeah, my buddy Dan, same spot, literally the same parking spot that I shot the buck the year before. So it's fast forward a year. It's my second year hunting, and I only shot that one deer that year. And
so we're talking 2010.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm parked in the same exact spot, the edge of this field, and it's a share crop field, right? It's on public, but they let a farmer come in and plant it, and there's a couple fields there. I come out for lunch one day, like early, I think it was opening day or the second day, because now I'm all in, dude. I killed a buck last year, and now I'm like, I got the bug, and right? Like I'm shooting, oh yeah, traditional Michigan hunter, man. I put a stand in that same tree, And I came out for lunch. I didn't see anything. And I come out for lunch, and there were no trucks there when I got there. And again, I don't know the game. Like, I'm new to it. I don't know how many people come to that area of public. I don't know any of it, right? I hunted like 3 times the year before and killed a deer. I come out for lunch, and there's this couple dudes sitting on tailgate eating. And I bullshit with them. They start talking to me, and I'm bullshitting with them because I'm a bullshitter. And he's been one of my good friends ever since. He came to my wedding last summer.
Come on.
And I'm like, and I watched his kid grow up. I got trail cam pictures of him and his kid tracking deer in that same set of woods when they'd shoot one. And his son is 22 or 23 now or whatever, has a job, hunts on his own, invites me to come hunt with him when his dad can't. It's cool. It's pretty cool.
And
so
him on a tailgate one day.
Yeah, just on the edge of the field of where we were hunting on public in Pinckney. So it's come a long way. I find it hard as I get older to meet people that I like to invest my time in.
Yeah.
Because I think the most valuable thing for me isn't money or materials, it's my time. And I'm going to throw that at people.
It's the most limited resource you have.
Exactly. And I think if you are going to spend that anywhere, it should be on people that you think are going to invest back into that. Mm-hmm. So it's cool that I've found people over the years doing what I like doing that give me that, like they're going to invest back into me as much as I'll put into them. So that's one of the cool ones. Obviously there's outliers. Not everyone's going to be that, but Dan, my buddy Dan, dude, he's,
bless you, Dan.
We might not see each other a lot. He lives in Livonia, and I live way up by Houghton Lake now, and we don't see each other very often. But he'll still call. Hey, man, going out. I'll share my location every day. Anytime we're in a stand, I get his location. He gets mine.
That's cool.
And we don't hunt it. We don't take advantage of it. It's just this mutual safety thing, right? Mm-hmm. Which is pretty cool. Which I think you should. You should have a buddy that you're cool with, being your security line of like, hey, I didn't get out of the woods. And if I don't, like, call somebody and give them that location and be comfortable with that guy knowing where your spots are. I know a lot of people freak out about that shit.
I freaked out about it. Not with my friends. I freaked out about, and maybe freak out is too extreme. Yeah. I have thought about my next words and on occasion, and then
when talking to someone,
what was I going to expose? As far as locations, if I post a picture of a buck online, I will black out
everything
if the
else.
Name of that camera tells. I just did
a location.
2 days ago. I posted a picture of a young buck at a scrape, and I blacked out because the name of that camera is location 1. That way, because I share all those with my brother on Onyx. And so that way he knows we have a shared app with Stealth Cam.
Yep.
You go in there, this camera is here on the map. That way, that just helps everybody. Because I used to name them dumb shit, like,
and then you lose where they were or what.
Know.
Yeah.
So anyway, it said the location 1 or 2 or whatever. Like, fuck, I got to black that out. Yeah. That annoys me. Yeah. Because so what? That fucking property is so fucking huge. Yeah. The likelihood that someo's going to find that camera is so slim.
No, but somebody will. Somebody will piece together something in the background that they'll
potentially.
I've seen it happen.
And I've been walking in front of cameras out there. So if anybody's been in the Ohio area and seen me wave, let me know. Because I always wave like a real, not like a douche, but like a.
I just do the one. I like the princess or I do one of those. I just
homecoming queen.
Yeah, the homecoming queen wave. I always do that to people.
I like that.
But I do that to cameras too. Hi, I'm here in your
mean,
area.
I could say if this is a 1,000-acre piece, maybe you could piece it together.
Yeah.
This is way bigger than that.
Yeah. What area of Ohio?
It's like central. It's like south central.
What county? Will you say county?
Coshocton.
Oh yeah, I hunt that too.
Yeah.
You're
probably your
right
fucking cameras that I'm walking in front of. I'll tell you. When we're done, I will show you where that camera is.
Probably are. I don't have any cameras there right now. I've limited using cameras down there. But yeah, we're probably in the similar area.
I sent a pin to my brother, and then he was talking, or his brother-in-law was talking to somebody about Ohio. And the guy's like, oh, I go to this area in Ohio. And he sends a pin to Kelton.
Yeah.
Kelton shares the pin with Adam. I've already got a fucking pin right there. The guy's like, I shoot big bucks here all the time. I'm like, I got a fucking camera there right now.
Yep.
So
it's crazier than you think. I've run into the same thing.
I know they're down there. I know the people are down there. I know it's possible.
Yeah.
That I will say something and it will get out. Whatever. I told this to Aaron Blicey and DJ Riley. I edited my video where I shot that Illinois buck.
Yeah.
Because I said something in there. I took the volume out of it.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't going to cut the part of the video out. I was learning how to edit videos at the time.
You just took the levels down.
The audio out.
Yeah.
And because I said something about what was in the background.
It's sad. It's sad that we have to do that.
Out there.
It's sad we have to do that. But you do it though.
I do.
Again, a big part of my hunting, like learning things was the Pinckney State Game area, right?
Yeah.
My brother gets into hunting after I'm heavy, right? Like I'm killing doe. I'm killing does all the time.
Yeah.
I'm not killing bucks yet. I'm not on the buck. Like I haven't figured them out.
Yeah.
The first
able to get into deer.
The first one was like total beginner's luck.
Sure.
Like I picked a spot and that deer fucked up and walked through my shooting.
The right time of year too.
Perfect timing, right? And not knowing anything at that point, I was out at the right time. I had no clue.
Okay.
None of that was even existing in my mind at the time, right? I had a bow. I shot it a few times. I bought a climber. I had like the cheapest camo from Walmart you could find, right? So like I was just out.
Yeah.
I put myself out and did it and killed one. But yeah, you fast forward a few years, I'm heavy into it. I'm shooting 2 or 3 does a year on public with a bow, the same Darton. Or wait, no, I upgraded. I bought a bear, I think 2 years after that buck.
Okay.
So used secondhand, right? But it was like a second tier flagship bear compound. And I actually rocked that until last year. Oh my God, I shot that bow forever. But I'm heavy into it.
I'm a huge proponent for finding something that you enjoy and using it till it doesn't fucking work.
It worked, man. It worked. I still have the bow.
Run that motherfucker into the ground.
I put new strings on it before last season. And we'll talk about that too. But yeah, I put new strings on it last season. I still sits in I still shoot it. I can't sell it.
Yeah.
I think I don't have the exact number or anything, but there's like 40 deer on that bow.
Damn.
Since 2010 when I bought it. And I'm like, I'll never get rid of that bow. That bow will hang somewhere in my life for the rest of my life.
I like that.
Yeah. I will never go anywhere. But yeah, I'm heavy into it now. Like I am sucked in. I own multiple stands. I got a nicer bow. I'm buying better camo. Not that doesn't matter to me now, but I was sucked into that marketing scheme then. But my brother gets into it, and my brother's 5 years older than me. And same experience as a child, right? My dad hunted, but we didn't really get involved in it. And but my brother gets into it because I'm into it, and we're pretty close. And he makes the cardinal sin, breaks the number one rule. He tells a buddy about our area.
I was going to say, tells everyone where you're going.
He tells a buddy. And the buddy is a hardcore hunter who has private land up in Gladwin area at the time, like an 80-acre tract. And it's such a good area that he stops hunting his private to start focusing on this public piece. And all I remember one story, my brother still has not shot a buck to this day.
2026 day?
Yes, today.
Today?
Now, currently, he has shot one. We did not find them.
Oh,
that's another long story, right? Like, he doesn't practice. His life is crazier than mine. He doesn't practice and shoot. He's gotten better at that. But he hasn't even shot a deer at that point. So now I'm like, a goal of my season is, one, I want to harvest a couple. I'm a meat hunter that has just grown into enough knowledge to now I find myself on nicer bucks.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get him a deer while I'm shooting deer. And one evening, I'm on a sharecrop field, smaller, rolling hill. I'm in this big oak tree, and I see an 8 and a 6 on the west side of the field. And there's a couple does, and they're sparring. It's not quite rut. I think it's like mid-October. And I'm like, screw it. I'm going to get down and try to get closer to them. Because I watched them for like an hour, and they're just sitting there messing around in the field. And it's starting to get darker, starting to get closer to shooting light. And I work the rolling hills, and I try to pull off a stalk, and I get busted on the draw by the 8 does that end up filtering into the field, right? But it was cool.
Yeah.
And I call my brother, and I'm like, hey, we're going out tomorrow, and we're going to move a stand somewhere in that region. Because they didn't know what happened, right?
Sure.
Like one of the does busted me on the draw and blew at me, and then they all just scattered, right? So the bucks never knew what happened. I was downwind and everything. I was heavy enough at that time. I know this stuff. Like, now I'm learning the lingo. I'm learning tactics. And I tell my brother that, and he's like, hell yeah, man. We go out there the next day. There's a dude sitting in the corner that we were going to set up in the dark. We went in the dark to go set up for that morning hunt. It's his buddy. Because he told his buddy, hey, man, my brother got a nice 8 and a 6, and he saw him, and we're going to go back there and hunt in the morning. He went out there at 3:30 in the morning, I think he told us, and set up shop.
Dude, come on. Did you call him out on
Oh,
it?
yeah.
I
called him an asshole. Oh, he was like, I was just trying to scout more for your brother. He tried to, like, I'm trying to get your brother deer kind of shit, right? And I'm like, fuck you, bro. Like, and we always, now, and it's my brother's good friend. Like, we shoot bows together on occasion. So now it's this thing between him and I. And it never kind of went away. Like, we dealt with each other, but there was always this, fuck you. I know who you are. Because that's what you just did. Like, you're going to try to
see him to this day?
Yeah. Not as often as because I live further away, but
sure.
I'll see him out hunting because he still hunts that area. Oh. He's killed 210s, nothing like crate. Like, they're good Michigan deer, right? I don't know what they're going to score. They're probably in the 120, 130 range, sure. But he's killed like 2 or 3 in the last 5 years in that area.
No kidding.
And he still hunts it hard. He hunts it hard, that one guy. He never even knew about it.
I've never had that experience. where I spoke about a specific location and then had someone knowingly undercut me.
Yeah.
If I've talked about a specific location with somebody, it's with my understanding that that's where they're going for a reason. Yeah. And I've just like, I don't care. Just go ahead, man.
Yeah.
It's fine. That's interesting. I don't know how I would react to that.
I mean, it negatively impacted me then at that moment.
What did it force you to do?
I didn't tell anybody shit, even my brother. Unless he was coming with me, right? Like, I would take him to spots, but I would not divulge, like, here's the Longe and Lat on a map. Like, this is where we're going to hunt this deer. I wouldn't tell anybody anything anymore. Sure. Not that I'm on, like, Giants of Michigan, but
that's not the point. You want to enjoy yourself.
I want to, yes, and I don't want to walk up on, and don't get me wrong, that area of public in Michigan is very heavily hunted.
Was it heavily hunted when you first started going out there?
Oh yeah.
So I would run in.
Oh yeah, I'd always run into stands that have been there forever, like permanent stands.
I gotcha.
Guys in ladder stands. I'd put a ladder. So compiling my brother getting back into hunting, my dad starts getting back into it as well.
Okay.
But he's getting older. He can't get around as much. Yeah. So we put ladder stands like 100 yards off the road on field edges or whatever, easily accessible. We get out there, and I'd walk out with my dad in the dark, and there'd be a dude in the stand. Like, this is how heavy in my ladder stand and it's like a double ladder stand because my dad's a big dude, weighs 300 plus pounds, and he's not as mobile. So this is big double ladder stand. Then we put out September 1st when we're allowed to in the heat going through corn or bean or whatever that field was. Yeah. And even though it's 100, 150 yards off the road, like it was a bitch to get in there.
Sure.
And there's this random fucking guy. And I've got multiple stories like that on that parcel, right? Like guys just didn't care, man. It's
How
crazy.
How do you feel? So let me ask you this. I'm going to paint a picture for you here. Let's say you draw a Kansas tag.
Mm-hmm.
And you go out to Kansas, and are you familiar with how Kansas works, where there's WEHA?
Haven't gone down that road yet, no.
So basically, the state of Kansas gets, I don't know how they do it, whether it's permission of some sort from the landowners to they either pay them some sort of a nominal fee, or the landowner just lets them do it. They call it WEHA, walk-in hunting area.
Yeah, walk-in hunting, yep.
And it's posted. It's posted on the corners and the perimeter. And it shows up on NonX. It's a public knowledge. Okay, let's say you draw a Kansas tag and you scout these areas and you pull it up on a map and you show up and you walk out in the dark and you walk the perimeter and you can see there's a ladder stand on this walk-in area. It's old. It's not super old.
Yeah,
like it's been there for a while, but this is a walk-in public land area.
Yeah.
You gonna hunt in that ladder stand?
No, I won't sit other people's shit. Out of my own interactions with people doing that to me, and I know it's by law. I don't know how Kansas's laws are, but Michigan laws, it's on public ground. It's public property. Your stand has now become public property, and someone can sit that.
Yeah,
and you can't make them move, and I understand that.
Yeah.
Still a
like
dick move.
You should be able to make them move.
I make them move.
Yeah.
It's not pretty. Like the one instance of the first one with my father, right? And my dad's like, we'll just go somewhere else. I'm like, nope. And the guy, I don't even remember what the guy said, but I go, man, I'm going to sit here and make this not favorable. Like I'm going to sit here and talk on my cell phone.
I'm willing to forego my hunt to make your more miserable.
Yes. Yeah. I am going to fuck up your hunt because of what you are doing. This 60-year-old man who can't move around that great, and he's overweight. Some of it's from his own reasons, right?
Sure.
But that's why the stand is here, and that's why it's this big, and that's why it's this close to the road, and you're just going to... And we finally get the guy to move.
Yeah.
And I've had plenty of interactions out there. I wasn't even a big, gun guy. I still am not a big gun guy. I bought my first pistol because of stuff like that. And I conceal carry
confrontations
in state public land, bow hunting, right? You get small game hunters or somebody with a gun, and I got a freaking stick and string with an arrow. And I'm like, this is not good. This guy's got a shotgun and he's not happy with me for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Cool. So now I bought a pistol and I conceal carry when I bow hunt. And I still do to this day. I've never had to do anything with it, but it makes me feel safer to have that with me, because I have had more extreme occurrences during gun season before, but stories for another time.
I had a wild dog situation where I wish I would have had my gun on me.
Really?
Oh, in Kansas.
Oh, nice.
And I was in that lone wolf stand.
Yeah.
But I was 6 inches off the ground. That's
you're hunting low.
Shrub I could get in.
Yeah.
And I was in a swampy little marshy area in this between fields where all this deer traffic was. And so I set up in there, and these two fucking dogs came hauling in there and killed a raccoon or something.
Oh, yeah.
And I could hear
screeching like crazy.
Tearing it up.
Yeah.
And then they were bloodthirsty. And I'm standing up, and I've got an arrow knocked, and I've got my release on. And I'm thinking to myself, will these dogs attack me? There's two. I could shoot one.
Yeah.
But what do I do with the second one? Because I'm sure they're both going to come charging. They never fucking saw me.
Really?
I don't know how. But that was the only time where I thought, I wish I had a gun.
Yeah.
I'm not going to just shoot them arbitrarily, but if they charge me,
if they come,
shot them.
Yeah.
They were big dogs, and they had already killed something. And I think they had just run from a neighbor's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like I think they lived on the public piece, but they ran onto it, and they fucked shit up. And I'm thinking to myself, I am right here. It's the only time I ever wish I would have had a gun.
Yeah.
In the woods.
I've pulled my pistol out with coyotes following me before.
Yeah.
Because coyotes are a different game.
They're very interesting.
I hunt coyotes too, and this was before I hunted them and understood them more, because you do your research and learn the animal, right? I'm dragging a doe like literally dragging. Don't have a sled. Don't have a cart. Still manhandle them. You know, right? I'm dragging it. It's gutted, and I'm just, you know, they're probably on the gut pile, but like 3 can sound like 8.
Yes, they can.
And I'm like, holy shit, there are a ton of dogs, and they're following me. I can hear them following me.
Yeah.
So now I'm like sitting there with my pistol out, like, fuck, how many are there? I don't know. I didn't know, you know, a couple could sound like multiple, and it freaked me out, man. You're sitting there like, am I gonna have to shoot at these freaking coyotes? Because you're dragging a bloody ass carcass, right? Like they're just doing what they do. They smell blood and know something's dead. So yeah, that's funny, but
coyotes will make the hair stand up on the back of my neck if I'm in the dark.
Yeah.
I've had them in the corn, which felt like they were following me while I was trying to also walk through the corn.
Oh, 100%.
I wasn't worried they were going to attack me.
Yeah.
But it was weird. It was a weird feeling knowing that they were following me.
Oh, yeah.
And I couldn't see them.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
They're predators. They have that instinct. They will do that. I mean, in the dark, they're a little more, I found they're a little more ballsy in the dark than in daylight. So depends on when you're running into them. But typically with humans, they're not going to fuck with you. But
yeah, right. Let's rewind a little bit because we didn't really dig into we go
down tangents.
Oh, that's what we do here.
Yeah, exactly.
You're in the education system.
Yeah.
And I was just listening to a podcast with a teacher on it, and he was talking about how he loves the summer because he can just do as much deer stuff as you can possibly imagine. Because during the school year,
it gets hard.
It's super limited.
Yeah.
Do you kind of feel that same way?
You
really load it up in the summertime?
I do, and I'm getting better at that. That's kind of one of my goals. It's more scouting, just preparation, kind of the weight room aspect of it too. Sure. I have time to be on a schedule. Like I get up and I get an hour workout in, weights, cardio. More scouting. Oh my God. And you've been talking about this recently on your other episodes of like having too many tags. I've never had any. I've just hunted Michigan. The last 5 years I hunted Ohio and Michigan. Unsuccessful in Ohio only for the fact of I'm passing because I'm not going to Ohio to shoot what I can shoot here.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. But yeah, now this year I'm hunting Ohio, Michigan, and Missouri.
Okay.
I got Missouri.
That's exciting.
It'll be fun. But again, like planning things right. So in like 2 weeks, I'm driving out to Missouri for like 4 days right before the semester starts to get boots on ground from what I've been e-scouting and do that. Right. So
how did you get talked into Missouri?
Another guy met out in the field that I am now friends with and hunt with, which is a hilarious story. I hunt the Maple River State Game Area, which is up by St. John's. And I was out putting a camera out early November, moving it. I wasn't successful in that spot I was hunting. So I'm putting a camera in a new spot, and I kayak into that spot, which is a bigger thing I've been doing the last 5-6 years is hunting off a kayak more. I love it. But I'm way off. I'm in this river, like off the river off my kayak, and it's like a floodplain, swampy fucking mess. Mm-hmm. And I'm putting a camera on a tree, and this guy comes walking like 20 yards. And I go, hey. And he's like, hey, man. I go, you hunting? He goes, no, I'm grabbing a camera. He goes, what are you doing? I go, I'm putting a camera up. And we exchanged phone numbers, and now we're good buddies too. And yeah, like, and he even said that too after we met each other. He's like, I knew I'd like you because we were in this hellhole of a spot, and not a lot of people go in there to sort of run into a dude 20 yards from where I'm walking. Like we have the same mindset. And he's been wanting to go to Missouri, and he's like, I'm going to Missouri this year. You in? And I'm like, I'm in. Let's do it. Because why not?
Have you ever driven through it?
Yes, I've driven through it. Yeah.
I love that drive.
Yeah. It's a cool state. And we've gone, we've got a buddy who's like big into like cigarette boats and everything. So we've gone and spent time at Lake of the Ozarks, like power boating up and down Lake of the Ozarks. Okay. So, but I'd bounce at a day and like go adventure and look around the state parks and shit. So it's a cool state. I am stoked. We are hunting the northern part of Missouri, so closer to Iowa, and I'm stoked. And I actually wrangled one of my Florida buddies to come too.
Nice.
So he's He's flying into a spot. I'm backtracking to pick him up, and then we're rocking a full week. The first week of November, we'll be there, camping out of the truck.
One of my favorite YouTube follows that I have been following for a really long time. He's super quiet on YouTube, and he's super quiet on Instagram. Is Matthew Hudson.
I don't think I've heard
He's
of
a
him.
Missouri guy.
Okay.
He kills giants.
I'll have to check him out.
I've had him on this show.
Yeah.
He is just genuinely so happy all the time. It was what really snagged me.
Yeah.
Was like this dude is just genuinely happy being in the woods.
Yeah.
He's a Missouri guy.
Cool. I'll have to check him out.
He had a lot of great things to say about it. Shoots giants all the time.
I mean, they're there.
I know.
That's why I'm going.
They're there. I mean, that's that sweet spot.
And I'm going because of that, but I'm also going, I like the adventure.
That's just it, man.
I like to go to new spots, figure them out, camp out of my truck, and just be in it. Just be in it.
Yeah.
That's what I like. I don't care if I shoot shit. So it's amazing if I shoot something.
Back to your education.
Yeah.
And loading things up in the summertime.
Oh, yeah.
And being on limited time in the fall.
Yeah.
Like, what are some, like, mandatories for Jeremy Alfonso Catarino that he either identifies or gets done in the summer so that when fall comes, you have this sense of like, okay, I checked those boxes and now I feel confident.
Mostly in my past, which I'm changing this year, this summer was like a big one. Like I'm going to progress and grow. But in the past, gear. My bow is dialed.
Nice.
There's nothing worn on it. It's a new string if I need a new string. I've resighted it in. I'm shooting it every day. That's a big one for me. I shoot my bow a lot. I am lucky enough at my home currently that I'm in Harrison, which is right in between Houghton Lake and Clare.
Near Maselli's?
Yeah, I'm not far from Maselli's. Have not been in it.
I fucking love Maselli's.
I've never been in it, actually.
My
wife is like, we got to go in there just to see what the talent is like.
It's exactly what you think.
Because it's fucking Harrison, man.
Yeah.
I love where I live. It's a great spot. Not a lot of people. A lot of people actually do like it. There's a lot of cabins, and a lot of people from Detroit come up and have cabins.
Course up there.
Yeah,
that we've golfed at
the
before?
Tamaracks.
The Tamaracks.
I live right next to the Tamaracks.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I live right next to the Tamaracks. God, but yeah,
my brother's gonna get so excited when he hears that.
You guys are welcome up whenever you want. But I've got 5 acres. It's not a lot, but the setup that we have, I have a shooting berm that lines up with the drive-through doors of our barn back into our woods, so I can shoot from the back of my barn 70 yards. And then I got to go towards it to be closer, right? But I have a covered shooting range, and I shoot my bow every day. And there's wooded area that the berm sits 30 yards back from where the trees start. So I literally have 2 preset saddle trees that I can practice out of my saddle all year long. I don't even use them to hunt.
Power pole?
I did that. There's a power pole in my backyard that I did until I made the progression of all the things at my house. But yeah, I've got 2 trees that are about 30 yards from the berm, and I've got sticks with a saddle platform and sticks with a saddle platform because I'm practicing strong and weak side shots at the same berm, and I am lucky.
I've never heard anybody say that before. I like that. Yeah,
I could do one setup, but then now I'm not shooting at my berm anymore. I'm shooting at my barn to go to the weak side, and I'm like, fuck that. So yeah, I'm lucky in that regard that I have that setup, and I've had the money to do that, and my wife gives me the ability to do that because we share.
Well, sure,
costs of everything. Yeah, we share the cost of everything, and it makes it easier to afford things. So so I shoot a lot. I shoot probably 30 to 40 arrows a day in the summer because I get done with my workout and I walk out to the barn and I shoot my reps. Lately 70, 60, 50, 40, 30. I'll shoot like 10 arrows at each.
Damn.
Yeah. Am I any better for it? No.
Do you feel like you can shoot too much?
Yes. You get too fatigued, and then
I'm right now.
I quit. I quit, especially in a day. I don't like to shoot too much. I feel it when I start getting too fatigued. I think there's a happy medium of you want to shoot when you're fatigued, but when you get too fatigued, you're not doing anything anymore. It's not doing anything positive for your technique or your mindset because now you're all over the block or your target, and now you're mentally fucking yourself, and you're like, what is wrong?
That's what
something's wrong with the bow. Yeah. Is there something wrong with my technique? Kill it.
Yeah.
Wait, go out the next day, If your first 3 arrows are back kind of money-ish, and then you were just fatigued, you were too fatigued. Because I like to lift and then shoot. Mine is a lazy thing.
Yeah. I've been shooting every day.
Yeah.
I'm literally just checking a box right now of the things that I want to do today. And so I'm not focusing. I'm not focusing on the technique. I'm not focusing on the release. I'm not focusing on slowing down.
Now you're not doing anything.
I'm just shooting arrows.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh my God, it's getting worse.
Yeah.
Oh, it's because I'm just like, I'm shooting and dropping my arm.
Yeah.
Because I'm not focused.
You're not into it. You're not
just
doing it.
Doing the thing.
And I fall into that. I fall into that because I'm like, oh, I'm going to go shoot.
I hadn't thought of it until this year.
Yep. I'm going to go shoot. And I find myself in that. I'm mentally checked out and I'm just doing physical repetition that's not getting me any benefit because I'm mentally not in it and I'm sloppy. Right. So I think that's one of the big things that I'm really good at. And I think that goes back to my athletic days. Mind you, when I say I played college football, let's throw this back out there. I was a kicker in college. But I think
at least you weren't the starting long snapper.
Right. Or the holder.
I have a buddy who will, I'm sure, never listen to this. But if he listens to this, he will get a chuckle out of starting long snapper. Bless you, Nate. I don't know where you're at, but I hope you're doing all right.
But I think that time, now mind you, I played a couple other things in high school, but that's what I went to college for, right? That's what I got recruited for. Super technical. It's like a golf swing, right? And it's just that same thing.
Yeah.
Thousands and thousands of times. And I think that mindset of something I went to a pretty decent level. I mean, it's Division II football. It's not anything crazy, but it was my life for like 7 years.
Sure.
Of like, I did one motion for 7 years, thousands of times, right? So I think that technicality of like practicing something over and over and over and getting really good at fixing little things really like I brought that into my mechanics with bow hunting, right? So, and I know how to practice that kind of stuff. So so to circle back to that, like my summers used to be checking boxes for like equipment. Is my backpack ready? Is my camo ready? Is my bow ready? That was one thing I got really good at, and it's like second nature now. Like that stuff is like my shit is already packed for opening day.
Yeah.
Like I have bins with certain shit, right? Non-breeder. I don't got a lot on my plate in the summer. I have time. And then again, I'm lucky with that. Like I have time to do that as an educator in the summer, everything like before my school semester starts off in September, the end of September or the beginning of September, end of August, my shit's ready for October 1st.
That's beautiful.
Because I have the time to do that. And I don't have any other obligations other than now my wife and my dog and my home, right? So that was a big one in the past of like just my gear would be in a good place. Because if my gear's in a good place when it gets close, my brain is in a bad place. Like I'm not ready for the season. Oh, fuck.
Yep.
And now I'm like opening day. I'm like, I'm fucked already. I'm fucked.
Yeah.
My shit isn't ready. So that became a really big like second nature kind of thing for me. And I think this year more so because I've never had access to like private before. And just in the last 2 years, my neighbors all have square 40s and 20s and everything. And my neighbor directly next to me, elderly woman, her husband passed like 3 years after I bought the house. I know them very well. I help her with whatever I can. And she lets me hunt her 40 now.
Sorry, no disrespect to that nice lady.
She's an awesome lady, but she's like 77 and like, I don't know if I could do it, man. You see all the memes, right? Like the old lady with 1,000 acres.
I'm just talking about mowing the lawn with your shirt off, giving her some eye candy or something.
Yeah. Oh, I do. Oh, she's made comments.
You got cut off jean shorts on there.
She's made comments. Her living room window aims at my backyard behind my barn. And I know she's got nothing else to do. Her significant other passed away, unfortunately, and she's got a dog, but that's it.
Yeah.
And one day she texts me every once in a while. She'll see me out doing something and she'll be like, hey, what are you up to? And I don't mind that. I know she's got nothing going on. But one time recently, in like the last couple of years, which is probably why I got access to her 40, she goes, hey, what are you doing? I can't see in the binoculars what you're doing. And I'm like, oh, here we go. She just upped the ante of like, she's got the binos out. Oh, yeah. But I just play along with it. I'm like, so whatever. Pat's 77. Like, she's not harmed Pat.
You say Pat?
Pat.
The fact that her name is Pat and she's a widow and got the hots for you, I knew it. I knew it. This is like this scene. I've seen this
I love
somewhere. I know how this movie ends.
But yeah, so back to your point though. So I have her 40, my 5 that's attaches to it, like they share a border. We purchased a 10-acre parcel over by Bear Lake, Frankfurt area.
Okay.
Thompsonville, right by Crystal Mountain.
Okay.
We're like 2 miles south of Crystal Mountain. Amazing area to hunt. They have APRs in those counties, so it's
this is
killer.
all shit that I'm learning now in the last couple of years about that.
Yeah. Like different areas have different regs, right? Our property, we bought an unimproved 10 acres, right? It's got a spring-fed creek that goes through the middle of it, and the northern border of it goes to a public piece. I'm like, hell yes. Creek, wooded, public. Somebody was hunting it illegally when we bought it. We booted them off. They were the neighbors. I'm fine with them now. I'm just like, I keep an eye on them. Like, keep your enemies close, right? Yeah. I play nice just so I know what they're doing. But they're not horrible. They don't go back on the property ever since we kicked them off. Anyway, I get a ton of deer movement. It gets a bunch of does. I'm starting to get more bucks. There hasn't hardly been any bucks. There's nothing I'm going to shoot buck-wise. So I'm trying to let things grow. I don't know if that's going to happen because the neighbors are kind of like brown us down, right? I take a doe off of it every year. But with that said, the summer has been like more private land kind of maintenance. Like I'm trimming trails. I'm making sure my preset stands, which aren't really stands anymore. They're just straight line sticks I buy off Facebook Marketplace for my saddle setup. I don't have to carry sticks to those. That. Oh, dude.
Never thought about that.
I have like 30 sets of like the old straight inline metal sticks, and I put them in high traffic areas of my private property or even public. I leave them out on public and I'll grab them at the end of the season. And then I don't have to carry sticks or climb. I just climb up, put my platform on, and doop. Yeah. And that's I'm shooting does with that. Like, and sometimes you'll get a buck. You're rut time, you'll get bucks following the does. So yeah, that has been ever since I bought this house on my mind. Like Facebook Marketplace scavenger. I won't spend more than 40 on a set of those old sticks. Yeah. If I can get them 40 or under, I'm snaking them. And I've got like 25, 30 of those.
I was just thinking, I thought I had some upstairs that you could have had, but I've looked recently and they're gone.
Yeah. So that's kind of where like this summer has been. I'm maintaining trails to those stands so I can be silent and leave little scent. Camera on those pieces just to see if there's anything worthy of like dedicating my time. Cause like we talked about before, time is my most valuable thing in my world. And if I'm not seeing like the quality of a buck that I want to go for, not that I'm a big deer hunter. Yeah. I won't dump as much time at it as I would like if I got a public parcel that I know there's big deer on, and I'll utilize them as like doe. I'll do doe management on them. I'll shoot some does off of those private pieces, but I've never had those private pieces until like recently. So that's kind of where my summer maintenance has gone into. Okay. And I've got another 40-acre parcel permission piece on the south end of town where I live in Harrison. This is going to be a growing trend that you're going to take advantage of. It's another retired older lady who was a bartender right by the Tamaracks, the Long Lake Bar.
I don't know that one.
Oh, it's right next to Shithole. We love our Shithole bars.
Well, we left the Tamaracks and went to Maselli's.
Yeah, so. It's not far from Maselli's. Yeah, you're not wrong. But yeah, we met this woman at the bar. We go for like a burger or whatever and a beer every once in a while, me and my wife. Not my wife at the time. We were just dating when we met this woman. And she's like offers up immediately. And I never took advantage of it until like 2 seasons ago. Like she offered for like 5 years. And then I was like, yeah, you know what, Joe? I will come in and hunt. Deer everywhere on there, man. Yeah, deer all over. She got 40 acres rolling oak hills, like acorns, all over white oaks, dropping acorns every freaking year, dude. There's deer all over this thing. Right. So now I have explicit access there. But it wears though. I didn't experience this. So like my elderly neighbor, the older woman that I hunt her 40, they don't expect me to do anything, but I am not that way. Like I will do things because you give me access. Like I'm going to mow if your mower breaks. Man, that's all this summer's been. kicking my ass. I've mowed both places. I'm doing odds and end jobs for them. I have my 10 acres with a camper on it.
Doing the other day?
I was at my private piece.
Yours.
Yeah. Because we have a camper on it. We cleared a driveway. We cleared a spot for a camper, and we put our camper over there. But that's where I was. I was literally over on the west side of the state a day ago. Yeah. Literally just covered in black flies and mosquitoes, weed whipping trails to my preset spots, right? But that's all. I feel like that my summer was lost to just weed whips and lawn mowers on pieces of property I don't even own. I'm like, where did summer go?
You know what'll really sting? If you never step foot on it to hunt.
And I don't sometimes. Like, I don't hunt the neighbors sometimes because I don't see any quality. Like, I know there's a bunch of does. I see does on my cameras all the time, but I don't see a quality like buck to chase. But yeah. So you're like, you invest all this time and you don't even maybe hunt
tricky,
it.
Man, that's really tricky.
And it takes away from scouting public.
Yeah.
Or even getting out for sits on public. I'm torn. I've never had the private carrot in front of me until like 2 seasons ago.
Do you know how many guys are going to hear you complain and just be screaming at their dashboard about, you shut the fuck up, you whiner?
I agree. But you know what's funny too is...
It's true. That's the thing. Your feelings are accurate. I totally get it.
Yeah. And even conversations with my wife, we've bounced the idea of buying larger tracts of land for ourselves. And she more of like, yes, she likes to be in the country and have privacy and things like that. That's why she moved from Muskegon to where we're at. She was getting sick of the homeowners associations and shit like that, right? And I'm like, no, I don't want 100 acres. Because you want to know why? 100 acres limits me. I like to move. I have gone to the progression you and I were talking about, looking at your wall with your saddles and lightweight sticks and everything. I'm a mover. I ain't sitting. I have so many spots on public now from the last 18 years of, if I don't see shit, I'm going to my other spot where I know there's a good travel corridor or where I know things are moving. There might be times in a season where I sit at once and shoot a doe off it and I move on. And I'm moving constantly. So I don't know if I'll ever own. And maybe when I'm older and I'm not as mobile and fit, or I have something that debilitates me to not be able to run and gun like I do now, that'd be a good place. But I'm kind of setting that 10 acres up for that. I've got a couple like shooting shacks with heaters in them for just right. I can't even draw a bow on them. They're so small.
Oh, really?
Like they're just rifle shacks that I bought off my neighbor after her husband died, right? And I put them over there and they sit on the edge of the creek. And maybe when I'm 70 and I can't walk anymore, I'll sit in those shacks and smoke does on the creek. I don't know. Maybe. But I don't know. I don't think I could take just 100 acres.
I've heard a lot of people talk about that. About the concern of if you lease, even it's not even owning. It's been like
leasing it.
What if you lease this incredible farm somewhere? Will you feel an obligation to exclusively hunt it?
Yeah.
And I can speak as a person who leases land.
Yeah.
I don't feel that way.
Yeah.
I make an investment on a property for an experience.
Yeah.
If I'm not getting that experience, I will go find that experience, whether I made that investment or not.
100%.
I get it. It's probably not as substantial as an investment as these people are talking about in that conversation.
Yeah.
But it's $1,500 plus.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And if I'm not getting the experience there, I'll take the L.
Yeah.
And I will go somewhere else,
and
even though I leased it.
Yeah.
I will go find that experience somewhere else. Now, I also understand what they're saying because I would love to sell that house and make twice or more what I paid for it and buy a farm in Kansas.
Yeah.
I would love that. But then somebody has said to me, then you own that farm. Are you going to feel like you have to hunt it? Maybe.
Yeah.
But it's a fucking farm in Kansas.
Yeah.
And it's mine.
And see, and another point of that too, I follow a few guys on Instagram that I, again, have never even met. One thing I do like about Instagram and being in that, and that's the same thing with like you and I, we follow each other forever, right? They don't hunt public. They have 100-acre tract and they are heavy. And when I say heavy, I mean heavy into cultivating that, screening cover for walking to stands, food plots throughout, right? Planting, going as far as getting the nuts from trees and planting them and getting them to be seedlings and then putting them in strategic places. Like they're in, like they're all in. I would see myself in my later years, like that's where I would go if I had a piece of private, right? Yep. I would go into like cultivating that thing to draw and hold deer and hunt that. But that's not my jam.
You know who Jake Bollinger is?
That's who I'm talking about.
Yeah. Dude,
That's who I'm talking about.
Into his
That's who I'm talking about.
Watching
I
him.
love it.
He gets the red osier dogwood cuttings and he plants them and then he watches them grow.
That's who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Jake. Yeah. And we talk all the time. I chat with him on Instagram all the time. He's actually reached out and he's like, hey man, I would love to hunt public with you. And it's just never, our schedules never lined up. So it doesn't happen. But yeah, he's a great dude to follow. If you are into property management for deer, he is all about and he is 1,000,000% in, man. And he does some awesome stuff. Yep. So I see that's where I would be if I went the public land route. But like, I don't know. My experiences from 29 on when I jumped into it is massive tracts of public. You don't see shit, you move. Mm-hmm. And that's just gotten worse and worse as saddles have come into play and lightweight hunting gear.
For sure.
I am a gearaholic. Like I have everything that has ever come out. I've either had it and sold it because it didn't fit my process or my what I like to do. And yeah, I'm just mobile. I want to be mobile.
Do you feel like you're pretty dialed right now with your stuff?
Oh, 100%.
Like, are you still looking to fill a gap?
I always look for something that will help the process be easier.
Yeah.
But I've also gone so far with the process that I have too much shit.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I got to minimize. I got to minimize because I'm carrying too much shit with me. I got too many things going on. Uh-huh. And I think I've hit a good sweet spot where I'm like, I have only what I need to get in and out of a tree. Mm-hmm. And if I need to bring more, I'm carrying a pack only big enough to bring food, water, and a jacket or my puffies because I've gone the Western kind of route.
Sure.
Which I want to go Western hunting. I haven't gotten it yet. I haven't drawn. I haven't done any of that. But like, so now I carry a pair of puffies and a rain suit.
Okay.
In my pack at all times. Obviously not early season because it's too freaking warm out. But like as like mid to late October rolls around, there's a pair of puffies in my pack with a rain suit because I don't want to get out of the tree. And if I'm getting cold, I'm sliding my puffies on. If it's going to rain, I'm putting my rain gear on and I'm sitting it out. So, and that all comes with, oh my God, just again, trial by fire, like years and years of learning how to get comfortable and be comfortable in the tree to be out there longer. Mm-hmm. God, I didn't have money back in the day. Dude, I'd sit in a rainstorm with no rain gear on, just be soaked and cold and miserable. And then you get down after you sit through the rain. You're like, oh, why the fuck did I do that? Yeah, now I'm cold and I can't even sit here and I'm going to get out of the tree. And I just suffered through a rainstorm for no fucking reason. I'm going to go to my truck.
Talk about this and I'm going to drop this. It's over there. I just saw it today. It's a fucking umbrella.
I have the tree umbrella?
Yes.
I have one.
Oh my God, I love that.
I told you I'm gear centric, man.
Dude, that thing is so awesome.
It's freaking cool, right? Yeah. It wraps around the tree and it works. It stays in the pack.
For sure.
That stays in the pack on occasion, yeah.
That thing's legit.
Yeah, they're cool.
Speaking of Jake Bollinger.
Yeah.
Why the fuck did you not come to my meeting? I know the answer.
You know why.
I know the answer. You should have rescheduled your honeymoon. I got to tell you.
Tell that to my wife. I love my wife. She is an amazing woman. But that woman is 5 foot in the morning. She is a tiny human. She's got a little Napoleon complex.
Okay.
So to make up for the shortness, that she has the personality and the attitude like all short women do. I love her for it.
Of The Undertaker?
Oh, yeah. She will murder anybody who gets in the way of any of her goals or projects. And she intimidates everybody.
I just visualize hearing you talk about rescheduling your honeymoon and then she like sits up out of bed like The Undertaker.
Oh, yeah. 100%. 100%.
Oh, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it would have been great for you to make it. We're going to do it next year.
You already know. I think I voiced this to you that I was like, oh my God, I have to go on my honeymoon. I'm going to miss the meet and greet. Mind you, my honeymoon was amazing. Just for people to know, we went to northeastern Europe for 2.5 weeks, spent time in Munich, and then we did a 55-mile hike in the Dolomites in Italy, and then we spent a week in Austria doing day hiking and just hanging out. It was amazing. It was amazing. But you want to know what's funny? The hiking, it never was really, it was my thing. Like I like hiking, like doing through hikes, like long 40, 50, 60 mile hikes. Have to carry everything on your back, right? Your tent, your food, water, all that. It's all in preparation to hunt. How much gear can I haul on my back? How many miles can I put in, right? And more so now, my through hiking like obsession, because it's become a little bit obsessive, is all in preparation for when I draw an elk tag or when I go out to do mule deer hunting or something. Cause I'm like, how much weight can I carry? How far can I go? Can I be 10,000 feet up and work a ridge and go get something, right? I haven't done that kind of hunting. I didn't even grow up a Midwestern hunter. I became one in my late 20s, early 30s. And now I'm like, I want to go and hunt elk. But it's all of like, and my wife will laugh if she listens to this, which I doubt she will, that our honeymoon was like, elk season. I can go 55 miles in the Dolomites and I wasn't even hurting. And I was like, yeah, perfect.
So you've been out west, right? But you've just not
I've hiked in Colorado. Yeah, I've done a couple 14ers. So I've been up pretty high.
Been to Wyoming?
Not yet. No.
Are you concerned, or is your wife concerned that you guys will go out there and then want to move?
Oh, we've been. We were just out there. Oh, when we go? March. She had a conference in Denver, and I typically don't have class on Fridays, so I usually have 3-day weekends on top of the school year. So she doubled down. She was like, "Hey, I have a conference in Denver. Do you want to come and meet me? And then we'll spend the long weekend just tinkering around Colorado." And I'm like, yes, 100%, yes. And I already knew where. I'm like, let's go to Estes Park.
Oh, yeah.
It's right at the national park, and we can do a ton of hiking. And she's never really, she hikes with me. She's gotten into through hiking. We do a lot of different hikes, a lot of Michigan hikes, UP, lower northern peninsula hiking. We've done a 50-miler in the Superstition Mountains in Arizona. Her parents live down there, so we do a little bit of hiking there. But she's never been on like elevation. And I've hiked in the past in Colorado. And so we went out and I took her into Rocky Mountain National Park, right? And we were like 11,500 feet. We were even up like high. Like that's not as high as I would say. I've been on 14,000 foot peaks. And she didn't think about this. It was March, right? Spring break. It was pretty much right around my spring break. Snow, a lot of snow. I did not bring crampons or poles or anything. And she didn't think about it either. It's not that I didn't think about it. I'm like, I didn't give a shit. I'm like, we're not going to go that high. It's not going to matter. Oh no. I take her up this freaking one. We lose the trail because there's so much snow that there isn't even a trail anymore and nobody had been up it. I had her freaking out. We were going up this frozen waterfall that was like a pretty 45-degree angle with no crampons and no poles. And she's like, oh my God. And I'm like, you'll be okay. There's rocks right there. If you slip, get on your back and be ready to dude, dead. We get up to where we wanted to get to and she's looking at it and she's like, I'm going to fucking kill you. This is not safe. And I'm like, we're fine. We are fine. And then she turns around and looks at where we were and she was like, yeah, okay, we're cool. We're cool. It was worth it. Right.
Yeah.
And that's what's fun about it. So like, we like the hiking. I see it as preparation for hauling gear through mountains to hunt, or even just Michigan to hunt, right? Like, what can I do? And it's turned into her obsession. She really likes to hike now too. So hence the 55-mile trek through the Dolomites for our honeymoon. Like, not many men can say they got their wife to go and hike 55 miles. Now, mind you, we were doing bougie hiking. It's called hut to hut hiking, and that's very normal in the European side of things. It's their culture. They built huts in the mountains to go spend time. And it's become this thing of now they're like hotels and they have like very good food, very good wine up there because there's roads.
What I visualized when you said hut.
Yeah. I mean, we're still doing 12, 13 miles a day with 20-pound packs on our back because we brought extra shit to like extra clothes, extra water, extra food. So on the trail, you don't need that for hut to hut because you get to your hut and they're doing like a 3-course dinner
damn.
and you have beer and wine and anything available at those huts. Because there's roads up to them, very, very narrow mountain roads, but they drive up and supply things. So it was awesome. It was we call it bougie hiking, right?
Sure.
You do your mile, and you can pick your mileage. Like you don't have to do 13. We had a set trek that we had planned out with the company that we got to do all of our reservations. So it was amazing. It was awesome. I highly advise if you're into hiking and being in the mountains, and Italy has been on your mind, like the Dolomites are. Oh my God, just amazing.
I'm going to write it down because I'm sure my wife will like to.
Oh, it's awesome. And like that, you don't have to do long adventures, right? You can do 5 miles to the next hut and sit there and drink beer or eat amazing food, right? So it was awesome. We will be back. We will go back for that.
Well, I will allow it. That was a fine excuse for not going to the meet and greet this year.
I was though. I'm on Instagram looking at some of the stuff from the meet and greet, and I'm like, damn it, I had some jealousy.
Good.
So another aspect of me is I grew up in that kind of like deer campish, but I never went. Like I knew of it from my father going, and then late onset hunter of 29 into my early 30s. Like I'm a solo dude mostly. Like I'm by myself.
Me too.
And I crave hunting with other people now. Like I want to be with other people. So my buddy I met on the river.
I want to be with other men, and then I was going to clip that later on and use it for social media posts. But
you could have. I mean, I grew up playing hockey and football, man. We got a little bit of that to us.
Yeah.
You know, it was just that era of our like generation. Like we all act that way, just a little bit in the locker room.
Yeah.
But so I felt left out, even though I was on this amazing trip that we've been planning for over a year.
I would like everybody to hear that. He was jealous that he didn't get to go to Fenton while he was in Italy. So let it be a lesson to you all. If you meant to come this year, come in 2027. That's right. Come in 2027.
I mean, hopefully multiple times.
Yeah, multiple times. For sure in July. We're going to do it around the same time.
No, I didn't mean the meetup like come in 2027. Okay. Just making sure. Make sure we are clear.
Yes. No, I don't think anybody ejaculated while they were at the meet and greet. And if they did, I didn't know about it.
Yeah. It's possible.
People had a good time. So I guess it is possible.
Yeah. I will definitely be there next year.
We will do it again in 2027, and I hope you can make it.
I definitely will be there next year.
You know, I made a social media post today that I had someone coming over to record in studio, and if anybody had any questions, to send them my way.
Yes.
I want to ask them to you
before
I forget to ask them. I also want to see if anybody has sent any
while we've been chatting.
Because I did it, I was unprepared and I did it late. So there's always a chance that some came in while he's been here. But it doesn't look like it. And that's okay. Because I got some anyway. So we're gonna go right down the list. This is the order in which they came. Have you contributed to my Spotify playlist? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do. I know. I was not aware that you had a Spotify playlist.
I didn't think you had.
Yeah.
But there was a point in time where I created a Spotify list called Songs You Sing Along to in Your Car with the Windows Rolled Up. So it's pretty gay.
It is pretty gay, and my song would be...
But I had asked people to send them, and so there was I had all these from Instagram, and then I deleted that list, so I wasn't 100% sure. I can see that you're not a contributor to that playlist in Spotify.
I will be now.
But that was from Jarrett. That was the question that Jarrett asked.
Does he want to know my song, or if I was just a contributor?
Probably.
The song?
Yeah.
First thought in my brain when you said that came in like a wrecking ball. Miley Cyrus.
I don't know.
And I am not a Miley. That is not my genre of music, but that's one I would.
You'll sing that.
I would sing that in my truck at full blast.
So no, Jarrett, he has not contributed to the Spotify playlist, but he will now.
I will now. I will be a contributor now.
Yeah. So that was the question he asked. I'm like, I wonder if he knows he's coming over. That's really interesting.
No, I did not let Jarrett know. All right. I did not convey that on Instagram to him.
All right. Second question. What is your favorite food to eat while you're traveling?
While traveling? That's a hard one.
Do you have a
go-to? What region? Where am I traveling to? Or you just mean for
just around? But let's think about it if it's fall and you're traveling around Michigan to hunt, or you're going down to Ohio to hunt. Do you have for me, when I travel, I like to go to Bob Evans. Mm-hmm. Because I can eat breakfast all day long. I'll eat breakfast for 3 meals a day.
Yeah.
And I'll do it at Bob Evans.
I am very breakfast centric as well. Like I like scrambled eggs with sausage and peppers, and I eat that a lot when I'm hunting. Like it's easy, it's quick. I don't have to clean up a lot of stuff. So that snack sticks.
Okay.
Everywhere I go.
Snack sticks
everywhere. There's probably some in the fridge.
Like high protein snack sticks.
Venison snack sticks that I've make. Yeah.
Okay.
We make
like homemade ones.
Oh yeah, we do all of our own. We do all of our own butchering and processing and everything too.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's one thing I don't know if you caught on from the Instagram pages. We like have a full butcher shop in our barn.
I don't think I picked that up.
Yeah. We have a full butcher shop in our barn.
That's amazing.
It's all mobile.
Do you have a cooler and everything?
I have 2 freezers, and then I have I'm very horse tradey in my profession of like graphics and doing things. So
did you say horse tradey?
Yeah, I like to horse trade. I like to give my skill to somebody they don't pay me. I get something from them.
Gotcha.
So there's a brewery in Mount Pleasant, because I think I said I teach at CMU, right? Yeah.
You didn't, but you did now.
Yeah, no, I don't care if anyone knows. Yeah, I teach at Central Michigan University, and one of my spots I hang out at is Mountain Town Brewery in Mount Pleasant. And he doesn't work there anymore, but I got to know the production manager really well for the brewery. So he would trade me like laser engraving and graphic creation for like other things. So I have these 2 like 7-foot long stainless steel tables that are like 4 feet deep, and they're commercial grade freezer and fridge in the cabinets. And one of them died. I think it was, the freezer had died. And the owner of the brewery was like, I don't want to buy a new one and have the other one looking old. So they're just sitting in the brewery area, like the production area. And I'm back there drinking a beer with my buddy. And I go, what are you doing with those? He goes, we're going to sell them. And I already have like, me and my wife play this game of, every year we buy one piece of butchering equipment to like amass all of the things that we want. And we're pretty much well done. We got everything we want. And 2 years ago, this story happened. And I'm like, how much? He goes, let me go ask the owner. He comes back out. And mind you, the fridge runs, the freezer didn't. And they're on huge casters. So they move. They just move around. And I'm already thinking like, butcher tables, like movable butcher tables, and one's a fridge. He comes back, he goes, $250. I go, each? He goes, no, for both of them. So I went and grabbed my flatbed trailer and had them in 30 minutes. So I have these 2 huge. I gotta get these
before he changes his mind.
Yeah. And I mean, we've upgraded. So I've LEM, mostly LEM stuff. I got a 1-horse grinder and a meat slicer. Last year's upgrade was not a vacuum sealer, why am I forgetting what it's called? It's a chamber sealer, so it doesn't suck the air out of the bag. It compresses the chamber and then compresses down on the bag. And it's big, and we can do liquids and everything. So you can soups, anything like that. You can why am I forgetting the word for it? Oh my God. When you put your meat in something to cook it later, like a liquid. Oh my God, my brain's going now.
Brine,
or what's the other term for it? When you just do it for a short period of time, right? You put like a seasoning mix of... Marinade, thank you. Oh my God, just brain. 45, man. 45 is looming on me.
It is happening.
I'll be 45 this December. But yeah, you can marinade and then chamber seal it and throw it in the freezer. Game changer.
Interesting.
Game changer. Because if you leave it in there for a couple months, that all just gets compressed into the meat. The meat changes color, the flavor. Okay. I started butterflying in the butchering process and shoving things like sweet jalapenos and other things in that, and then closing it and then vacuum seal. Oh my God.
Damn.
You want to talk about melt in your mouth.
That's amazing.
It's
I did
awesome.
not know you were doing all that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And it came from the need of, I felt gypped from butcher shops.
People are getting gypped.
Yeah. And I started doing that 10 plus years ago, doing my own processing. Because I was like, I'm not getting back. I shot this huge dough and I'm getting back 30 pounds of steaks and burgers. This is not right. Yeah. So I just started investing in my own little piece of equipment at the time, like little chintzy stuff from like Gander Mountain, Cabela's, right? And
that's
it
all
just snowballed into, that doesn't work. The fastest anymore. I probably could get something better that would make this process faster. So yeah, we've just been compiling it. So now like we can butcher a deer really fast and store it, and yeah, we love it. So we've got stuffers. So we make our own summer sausage, bratwursts, snack sticks, our own chorizo, Italian sausage, all that. Yeah. So like I have an endless supply. I shouldn't say endless. It's endless. It ends at some point, but I have a lot of them. I have a lot of snack sticks. So whenever I drive, there's probably some in my fridge in my truck.
So that kind of goes into the next question. Would you say that your snack sticks are your number one snack to eat while you're hunting, or do you have a guilty pleasure?
Oh, that is definitely one thing that's in my pack while hunting all the time is a snack stick. But I dark chocolate.
Ooh.
Especially while hunting. Like I need something sweet after, and it's sugary. Like my body craves sugar. I don't hate sugar. I don't know, I'm crazy though. Like my metabolism, even for a 44-year-old, is pretty.
Do you know what these are from?
No.
So there's 3 plastic cups here, and there are 3 plastic cups here, and there was one of these. There was an additional one in there that I spit into.
Oh, okay, you were dipping. Yeah.
Oh, this is from me putting dark chocolates in after lunch and bringing it out here and eating my little dark chocolates at my desk while I finish work in the afternoon.
Yeah, I love dark chocolate. So that's probably my guilty pleasure in the tree. Okay. I'll do like a trail mix.
The doves that have you little inspirational messages on the inside?
I have the doves, yeah. But I'll typically do like a trail mix with like dark chocolate in the trail mix, yeah.
Very nice.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So that the 1, 2, 3, 4. The previous question, that question, and the next 2 are from the same person, my brother. He was either thinking about food when he asked those 2 questions or working at his restaurant. The next one is, what is the most common internal conversation that you have with yourself when you're in the woods for an extended period of time?
Wow. Am I fucking anything up?
Interesting.
I'm always second guessing myself. Am I in the right place with wind? How did I access? I'm always like, I'm fucking this up. What can I do different the next time? I'm on X looking for a different way to access to where I just came to because I think I fucked up the access the first time. That's a big one because I really get self-conscious on, I'm not seeing any deer. What did I do wrong?
Why?
I don't know.
Social media?
No, I don't think it's that. I think it's just pressure on myself to like, I don't want to say shoot anything. I shoot like 4 to 7 deer a year with a bow on Michigan public. So I don't think it's that pressure on that. I think it's pressure to get meat in my freezer.
Okay.
But I don't know. I think it's me wanting to be as good as I can be in a hunting application of like.
That makes sense.
So I'm always second guessing myself in the tree. Like I will be in a tree in a hunting scenario and be like, I fucked something up. What? And then a deer will come through and I'm like, oh, okay. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. Huh. So I don't know where that comes from.
Self-doubt.
Yeah. Oh, tons. And then I'll shoot my first doe, which usually happens the first like 3 days of the season.
Yeah.
But the first 3 days of the season, if I'm not on something, I'm like self-doubt central. Like, what am I doing wrong? Am I playing the wind? Am I not paying enough attention to the wind and putting myself upwind of where they are?
Yeah.
So, that's a big one. The other one is, am I pissing my wife off? I'm out here a lot. My sit count gets high. Okay. Yep, because to refer back to your other question of like having time as an educator. So I'm very lucky in my profession of being a faculty member at a university where, again, I think I said it earlier, I don't typically have classes on Fridays. And then my schedule is it changes every semester. It's never really the same. I always have classes at different days, different times. But I'm pretty much Monday through Thursday. And it might change. I think this semester I have on like Monday, Wednesday, my first class is at like noon.
Oh, okay.
I can morning hunt Mondays and Wednesdays and still have plenty of time to like go grade or prep lectures.
Shoot or at 10.
Yeah, I can.
Oh, he said, I can.
Yeah,
you shoot them in the spine, they drop right where they're at, just so you know.
Yeah, maybe.
Terrible plan.
Or I just cancel class because I'm tracking a deer.
There it is.
Maybe it may or may not have happened. It may or may not have happened in the past. But yeah, so I have a lot of leeway in my profession, and like I feel like I give my job 110%, and I think I'm good at my job. I get a lot of really good feedback from my students, and I think that's where I have that leeway. Like they know I'm not just air mailing my lectures or my classroom, and so if I do cancel class because I am tracking a deer, which I'm not telling anyone that, my administration, my students, or anybody, I'm just like, hey, emergency came up, these are the things you need to do. Like I will take the time to like give them something to focus on or do. And then I make up for it in my other lectures and class periods. So like I'm very grateful in my career path of like, yeah, I can hunt and do those things and take time to do that. And my schedule kind of permits for those kinds of things. Right. So
this is a very naive question, and I genuinely do not know the answer.
Yeah, what you got?
Is there a difference between a teacher and a professor? Are you a teacher or a professor?
Now you're getting into the politics and the hierarchical structure of college. So technically, I'm neither of those terms. The structure of a university is a part-time lecturer, which only teaches 2 classes a semester, a full-time lecturer, which then teaches 4 classes a semester. And then there are professors, and there's different levels of lecturers and professors. And it's all time-based. Lecturer. Yeah. So I'm a lecturer too.
Okay.
And that is only because I've been there. This will be my 9th year. Every 4 years you go up a level.
Okay.
And it stops at level 3.
Okay.
Barely any pay increase. It's more of a contract because we're contract based.
Sure.
Lecturer 1, you get 1-year contracts. Lecturer 2, you get 2-year contracts. Lecturer 3, and that's where you stop.
Okay.
And then professors, there's 3 levels of professor until you get full professor, and you get hired in at the lowest level and then work your way through that. And those are tenure. So once you're on tenure, you're tenure tracked at your first role as a professor. So, and that's just how they classify being able to pay you more or less and better benefits and things like that. So I have been stuck in the lecturer role at both universities I've worked at, and have never been able to break into that professor level role, which they make a lot more money than lecturers do. And they teach 3 classes a semester, 1 less than us, but then they do scholarly activity. They have to produce things like go to conferences, or in my case, make films or artwork for 3D and things like that. And then they sit on committees and help the department / college run. And we don't have to do that as lecturers either. So the give and take of it is I teach 1 more class a semester than they do, but they help the university run, which kind of takes away their time a little more. And that's all. I'm only required in class. Like I teach my class, and then I have 1 office hour per 3-credit class I teach. So I teach 4 3-credit classes a semester. So I have to have 4 office hours on top of my in-class time. So, and that's it. That's all I'm required to do. I don't have to do any of the other things. It's on us if we want to do more, and I do.
Sure.
I can't. Like, it's weird though. I've heard you talk about your career and being like, I don't know, man. I want to change. I've had feelings like that the last 5 years.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like tailoring back how much I'm involved with things as the last couple of years have gone, because I'm in a role. I'm not a professor. I'm not technically tenure tracked or tenure. So I don't have to be full on. I'm only supposed to teach my classes and have my office hours and help my students out with the classes I'm teaching, and I can go home. And I've been kind of gravitating to that more and more as I've gotten older. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like, and then I get questions from faculty and family and friends and wives, or wife, I should say. I don't have multiple.
Whew, you retracted that
really
quickly.
Right. Backtrack. Of like, well, are you going to go? Are you going to like put your hat in the ring if a role at CMU comes up for a full tenure professor? And I'm like, I don't know at this point. I don't know if I want to start fresh. Not that I'm starting fresh. I've been doing this for 19 years. I know the game really well. But I don't know if I want to start at a new level and have to be 100% in, and now your free time is that place.
Yep.
And I don't know if I'm there.
I didn't know all that.
Oh yeah, there's so many different layers of employee in the teaching world of higher ed. Yeah.
I just wanted to call you the professor from now on.
All my friends do, and no one, and the students don't even know. Like, so the students are like Professor Catarino, and even the other faculty, even though it's very hierarchical there, like, you're not a professor, you're a lecturer. You don't have say in this topic. But then to other people outward facing, like students and parents and other people, they're like, oh, it's Professor Catarino. And I'm like, fuck you, I'm not. You call me a lecturer in meetings and yeah. That kind of shit. So it's got its give and take, right? And we make substantially and we make substantially less than professors. So
okay,
I kind of live by the philosophy the last few years of be involved to the level of your pay grade.
Yeah, interesting.
Because again, time is the most valuable commodity in my world. Yes. And if you ain't paying me well enough to me contribute my time, I got other shit I'm doing with my 100%. Time. So,
and even if they did, you should still have that.
Yeah, you still have to have boundaries. You have to have professional boundaries. It doesn't matter what you get paid. My wife makes amazing money at an amazing company. She loves working for consumers, and she gets paid very well. But man, and she knows that she's got to work on her boundaries. She could be eaten alive by her job if she doesn't. Everyone does. Every corporate America.
Yes.
Everyone. Yep. So, and that's something I try to instill in my students too. Like, know what you want out of your life. Know what you want for your goals, like personal, like your fitness level, your personal interests. Are you a gamer? Are you, whatever you're into, and know how to set boundaries for your work life to still be able to focus and do those things. Because don't let anybody tell you that your interests are second fiddle to their profit margin. Yeah. Like, fuck
and they
that.
will.
And they will. All 100%. Even colleges that are like, we're for the students. The fuck you are. You're even a state, even a state institution like CMU. You're about making money, or you wouldn't be doing this. It's exactly right. So even that, like, I will say that, and that's one thing I think a lot of people don't expect me to say as a 19-year veteran of higher education at a state college. It's about money. Mm-hmm. They're there to make money on a level. It's a business, and they have to act like it's a business. So, like, if a class of mine doesn't have enough students enrolled in it, the way a college course runs is roughly the number for a lecture for a class run is around 12 students, and that will justify them paying my salary from that class and making a little bit off the top.
Yeah,
a full tenure track professor, it's probably 15 or up. Because they get paid more, so they have to have more students in their class to justify their pay. And the college or department that you work for will justify that. Like, hey, you've only got 7 in that class. We're going to cancel it. And now you need to figure out what you're going to do for another class to make your load, to keep your benefits, this, that, for the lecture side of things, right? But then there's other times where they're like, oh, we need this done. It's for the kids.
For the kids.
Oh, I'm not getting paid anything extra? I thought this was a business, because when I don't have enough kids in my class, you're going to cancel and I'm not going to get paid as much. So when did that happen? How is it now for the kids and you're not going to compensate me more money? So the world of higher ed is very dynamic.
Yeah.
And just like corporate America, they will take advantage of your skills and your time if you let them.
I just wrote down that JCAT is for the kids.
I'm for my students. I try to defend my students as much as possible, but I'm also going to protect myself. Like, I'm not going to let my private time like be consumed by this thing.
Sure.
Just because of what I know and what I teach. And I think my students get that. I think that's the one thing my students really genuinely enjoy about me is I'm not going to bullshit you. I'm going to tell you how it is. I'm going to tell you what I think and how I'm going to operate. And I feel like they really genuinely gravitate to that, because there's a lot of not genuine people out there, and some of them live in higher ed.
Do you feel like there's a lot of your or our aged lecturers and or professors, or is it so? Like, when I think back to being a kid in high school, I felt like all of the teachers were old,
and it's changed. It's changed drastically. Yeah, our department. When I got hired in 2018, this was when I started at CMU, I was the third person to be a new hire in the last 25 years in that department. And it is, because it's such an amazing job. You have such a allotment of free time to explore your own devices, right? that people don't leave it. When you get a tenure track role at any institution in the United States, people tend to retire from that role.
Mm-hmm.
Lecturers, not so much. Lecturers get pushed around. They don't make enough and they bounce and they do their thing, trying to gain a tenure track role. But they won't leave. So I was the third new person in like 25 years. Now they're aging out. And when I mean aging out, most faculty members stick around way too long.
I'm sure. Like
70, 72, 73.
Yeah.
You could have been retired for 10 years and you're still just hanging out. Because why would you turn down a 6-figure salary to have summers off and a month off at Christmas and not have a lot of accountability? Like, you just teach class and go the fuck home.
Yeah.
So they hang out, and they hang out too long. But our department's changing drastically because people are phasing out, and we have it's about half and half now, either my age or younger, and then my age or older.
Nice.
So yeah, it's changing, and the same thing for like high schools and middle schools. It's different demographic, man. A lot of younger people in it, but a lot of people are like gravitating away from teaching. They're done with it. COVID blew that up, made so many people retire, and then the younger folks were like, "Fuck this! This is a bear with COVID." So people just like vacated teaching. So it's been a rough road for teachers lately. Which they're saints. Teachers are saints, people.
What'd you just say?
Teachers are saints.
You put up with a lot
I don't
of
know
shit.
about me. I like college is a little bit different, but like high school, middle school, pre-K, there's no way. I will never teach anything under collegiate. I want them to be developed on a level that I can interact with them as an adult professional, like practicing to be a professional, and I still deal with stupid shit.
I can only imagine.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's the nutshell of higher ed.
Well, I'm not going to call you professor because it's not, you didn't earn it. So,
didn't earn it. I love it.
Is it gay for two adult men to hunt together in a ground blind if no filming is involved?
No, I've done it multiple times, and my butt didn't hurt the next day.
That was Adam's last question.
Yeah,
because then he followed it up with, "Dude, we've definitely hunted in a ground blind together." I'm like, "Yeah, we have. When you first started, we definitely hunted in a ground blind.
What about
together.
2 dudes, 1 tree?
Oh, I've never done it.
Done that multiple times.
I've never done it.
Yeah.
I know lots of guys do.
Yeah.
I don't know why he asked that. We've definitely done that. All right, energy drink or coffee?
Neither. I don't do caffeine.
What?
On any level. That's another whole can of worms. I will shorten it up. Short and sweet. I shouldn't say short and sweet. College football.
Yeah.
Sophomore year, ended up finding out that I had a hole in my heart that was a birth defect that they never found until I was playing collegiate sports.
I know at least 2 people that have had that.
Super common birth defect, right?
Yeah.
It usually doesn't make it that far, 19 years old playing college football. So I had full open heart surgery at the age of 20. A result from the surgery is an elevated resting heart rate. Caffeine, no bueno.
No shit.
So I never was a coffee fan. I was definitely an energy drink fan. I worked at an Irish sports bar all the way through both of my degrees, my undergrad and my grad degree. And I would pound Red Bulls like it was going out of style, right? And then that happened, and I was like, oof. So I don't do energy drinks or coffee. I stray away. I haven't had soda or pop, whatever you want to call it, whatever region you're from. Rare occasions.
Yeah.
So yeah, my next on the list is sugar. I need to strike sugar or minimize it as much as possible. Yeah. So
I did not see that coming.
Yeah. Right.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm a cold glass of water in the morning guy.
I drink water and coffee.
I was listening to which one was it? Was it Jarrett? Did you guys go on a tangent?
We were drinking energy drinks.
Yeah, you were talking about energy drinks and coffee and 8 cups of coffee and then an energy drink at lunch, and I'm like, oh my God, I would be through the roof.
That's me, man.
I would be through the roof, and I make fun of my wife for it constantly because she's a coffee drinker.
I drink coffee while you got here.
I make fun of her all the time. Yeah. Like, you caffeine dependent suckers.
I am a caffeine dependent individual,
and I will say, I think that is one thing for me, like physique wise, not that I'm anything crazy, but like I don't really gain weight. Again, metabolism is amazing, but like I can eat like shit for a month and work out minimally, and I don't gain weight. I just get soft, right? Like I'm not toned, but I think I don't drink any of that. I don't drink a lot of sugar. I don't drink caffeine. I don't consume any of that. So it's water. And I have a very valid, like poignant reason, right? Like it happened early in my life. Like, and I talk with my students about this, like staying healthy as a career computer, like you're going to be on a computer 40, 50 hours a week, right? Like you got to start thinking about that. Like, what am I consuming to stay healthy
while you're sitting still?
Yeah, while you're sitting. Because like I went from college athletics to sitting at a computer for 40 hours a week.
Yeah.
I seen colleagues and friends like blow up, like gain 80 pounds in a year, and they're depressed out of their minds. And I'm like, I'm never going to be that. I have a lot of genetic things going on that help me, but, and then that's how I talk about it. You either learn it by something traumatic in your life forcing you in that direction, or you wise up and are like, okay, I need to make a change. And mine was traumatic. Like I had to have open heart surgery at the age of 20 where I'm like, probably shouldn't drink any of that anymore because of my now high resting heart rate. So yeah, I stay pretty, and for me, it's second nature. Like I don't even think about it. It's been so long. I mean, I'm 40, I'll be 45 and that happened at 20. So it's been 25 years of just like, I don't do pop, caffeine, energy drinks. We were just at, Morgan Wallen at Michigan Stadium the other weekend. One of my best friends from high school and college came up from Myrtle Beach with his kids to go to the show and hang out with me and my wife. And it's funny you say that because I drank a Monster, a white Monster.
You went from nothing to a white Monster? Oh boy.
I was on the struggle bus on the tail end of Europe because it was literally 3 days after we got back from Europe. Yeah. And then it was the concert, and we were in tailgate mode. We're tailgating on the golf course at U of M, and the Monster Energy truck with all the girls on the back come rolling around. And my buddy, him and his kid are like, Monsters. So I walk over there, and they're like, how many do we get? And you guys can take as many as you want. Oh. So my buddy takes like as many as they'll give him. And we just walk back to my truck with like 15 Monsters, and they're all white Monsters. And I'm like, I'll have one. And my wife looks at me like, what the fuck? She's like, are you sure? You're going to be bouncing off the goddamn walls. And I'm like, I kind of need it right now. Yeah. And I'm not going to lie, that thing was fucking delicious. It was danger. I'm like, no, I can't get sucked into this hole.
No, you cannot.
Oh, and in Italy too. Cappuccinos.
Oh, yeah.
I had cappuccinos in Italy because my wife was like, and we were doing some shit, man. We were putting a lot of miles with weight. So there's mornings where I'm like, she's got like a double espresso in front of her, and I'm just I'm just tired, right? And you're low. And I'm like, I'll do a cappuccino. And I had to tell her on the flight home too. I'm like, I can't, I gotta, nope. I'll go down that hole hard.
That's the good thing is that you never let yourself get to that point where you're like, now I need it. Because you're right. I don't need that. But
I felt myself.
At the point where I feel like I do.
I felt myself in Italy and Austria because I was doing cappuccinos every couple days or every day. At the end of the trip, I'm like, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it come on that I'm going to want this every day. And I was like, so we got home and she was making a coffee. We have the espresso machines, which are like, she says they're amazing. She said, this is the best coffee. And she's like, you want one? And I'm like, no, I can't. I'll be on it. I'll be on it if I stay on it. So yeah.
Holy shit.
Yep. No caffeine for me.
So I only got one more question.
Yeah.
Do you poop before you go into the woods, during, or after?
All of the above.
That's what I said. I go, what if it's all three?
You want my ideal day in the woods, which I'm pretty like consistent day to day.
If you'll take a long sit in the woods, then you're going to have those things where it's like, well, at some point you're going to have to poop in the woods.
Yes. I carry a roll of toilet paper. So through hiking it plays into hunting excessively because like I have a little like a kit with like it's what you dig your little cat hole with and toilet paper and baby wipes, right? And that's in my through hiking kit always because you leave no trace. You got to dig a cat hole, all that. But that transfers over to my hunting kit where there's just I don't have the cat hole thing, but I've got a little thing of toilet paper and a baby wipes. So that lives in my pack at all times. But my ideal day going out into the woods in the terms of a deuce, a number 2, I'm pretty consistent. So I like take one when I wake up, even without I don't do caffeine, but I Go in the morning, first thing. If I know I'm pulling an all-dayer, my meals are planned for that. Like things that aren't going to make me shit.
Okay.
And I'm not eating as much. And I'm eating things that are like going to make me be solid, like nuts and jerky and things like that. So I've actually, not retrospectively, now that you asked me that question, when I'm doing all-dayers, I don't poop. I don't shit. That whole day.
I'm going to let that one sink in.
In the morning. Like, I will do the morning one, but I won't shit the rest of the day. Not even at home later.
I got to have eaten something that fucked me up if I'm going to shit in the middle of the day. I'll shit first thing and sometimes on the way out. Yeah. But then if I hunt all day, I won't shit again.
Yeah. But I plan my food around it because there's some food that will fucking get me.
Oh, yeah.
Will get me. I do have a story on that, though. So my time in Florida, I lived in Florida. I got a really solid group of friends. I was telling you earlier that they all came up for my wedding last June. They're awesome people. I've talked two of them. They're huge. They all hunted when I lived there, and they were kind of an influence of me hunting when I got back here too. But just recently, I've been back, oh my God, 15, 18 years, whatever it is now. And I just recently, 2 seasons ago, somehow finagled them to come hunt with me in Michigan.
Nice.
Finally. They drove up, and I've got, it was the first year for the lady on the south end of town's permission piece.
Oh, yeah.
And I call her. I'm like, hey, I got a couple friends from Florida. Are they allowed to come on your property too? And she's like, yeah. Who, if you trust them, I trust them. And I'm like, okay, cool. Oh my God. The first day we're on that parcel, because we had a picture of a really nice 9, probably 130-inch 9-point, and a bunch of does. And I'm like, have at it, boys. All we're doing is feeding her. She's got dogs, and I burger the whole deer and give her a burger, and her dogs eat it. The first day, my one buddy, he's on the west line of the property, and me and the other guy are like on the southeastern corner. It's only 40. It's not massive. But we're getting texts from my one buddy, and he's in a climber. They drove up and brought climbers. They're not saddle guys. They have climbers. He texts us. He goes, "Oh no," and I'm like, "What's up, Mike? You got shit, don't you? Because I didn't see you shit today." And he goes, "Yep."
Oh no.
The next thing you know, we get this. I don't even remember the exact wording. He goes, I was just hanging off the edge of my climber throwing mud.
Oh my God.
All over this lady's property, bro. And I'm like, oh my God, Mike. This is the first year I'm allowed to hunt this lady's property, and she's going to walk back there with her dogs and find human feces just fucking everywhere all over her bushes. And I'm like, it was funny as shit.
We prayed for rain.
Yes, I did pray for rain. Which you want to know what's even better on that story. It did rain that night into the next morning. And mind you, it was the same thing that I'm doing from Missouri this year. So the first week in November, they were up. And we had that buck on camera. The Florida boys got a little sand in their vagina. Because it was like 45 out or something and rainy. And they both slept in. I got a wood stove in my basement. Yeah. And they are in the bedrooms in the basement with the wood stove. And they're like, we're not going out this morning. We're going to sleep down here with the wood stove. Because it's raining and it's 45 degrees out. I went out on public. And we share all of our cameras to each other. And my cameras were on her piece. Sure enough, 8:15, that 9 is sitting on the scrape right by the shit stand on camera, broad daylight.
Right by
and I'm texting him. I'm like, Mike, you see what's on the shit cam? And he goes, no, why? I go, check the shit cam. Staring right at the camera in broad daylight, 130-inch 9-point.
Freaking, you cannot sleep in at that time of year.
13-inch brow tines, dude, just long daggers. God. Oh yeah,
cannot sleep in at that time of year.
And he was like, "Fuck," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sitting on public, not seeing shit. You two fuckers slept in on a rainy, cold Michigan day. You drove from Florida. Why are you not in a stand?" I gave him so much shit. They were so pissed that he would have shot dead to rights. He was like 20 yards from his stand. Yeah. Yep. So that's a good shit story.
I shot this buck on the morning where everybody slept in.
Yeah.
And I did not.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even see the little yeah.
There.
That's gnarly.
Yeah.
That's a good deer. tons of character on the bases too.
Yeah, he was cool. But everybody slept in because it was windy and it had just rained and it was like super windy.
Yeah.
And a front was blowing through. I think it was, when the fuck was it? November 2nd?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a perfect time.
And it was so fucking windy that the turkeys were sleeping on the ground. Like I was walking out and I walked.
Holy shit! I don't think I've ever seen
a turkey. Scared the shit out of it. On my way, I was the only one that went out there.
I don't think I've ever even seen that.
And there was after the front passed, the wind stopped.
Yeah.
And the deer got up and he came from across the street.
Yeah.
Came in. I grunted at him. He came behind me and I shot him from behind. He ran up through the property and looped back around, ran on the neighbors, and died on the neighbors.
Nice.
But I had to call my buddies and I was like, hey man, I shot a buck. And
They're
they
like,
had
what?
to get up from the camper and drive to the property and then come out to meet me. Anyway, so yeah, that's a buck that got shot in the morning when everybody slept in.
Good for you. I love it. I think the same thing can be said for lunch. I hate coming out of the woods. I hate coming out of the woods for lunch.
I should stick it out.
Dude, my 3 biggest deer in Michigan on public were all noon to 2 o'clock. Do you think that has something
to do with it being public? Though?
I don't know. Maybe. But I'm talking decent deer walking around like they don't got a fucking care in the world at noon. 1.
Interesting.
It didn't register until I shot the second one, my second bigger deer. I was like, holy fuck. My one 2 years ago was at like
Have you ever delayed going out?
Oh yeah.
To hunt that period of time?
I don't like hunting. I don't like going out in the dark anymore.
Okay.
I feel like I fuck it up. Coming back to that, I always think I'm fucking it up.
I do too.
I'm stumbly in the dark.
Yeah, me too.
Unless I know the route to where I'm going to be in that tree and I know it and it's clear and I know it. I'm stumbling in the dark. I've gotten turned around, not know where I'm at, and I'm making fucking bunch of noise. Even with a saddle on, like I'm very streamlined anymore with my saddle setup.
Yeah.
I still feel like I fuck it up. I will go in at gray light.
Yeah.
Where I can see.
Sure.
And I go in, and I don't think it's ever. Have I busted deer out? Yes, of course. If you're going into the areas you're going to, like outside of bedding or in travel corridors, you're going to bust deer out. Do I think that affects anything? Fuck no.
No.
I'll get in a tree and shoot something an hour later.
Yeah.
Because other deer are still moving through that corridor or moving in that area. You might not shoot the deer you busted out.
Right.
Again, I don't think that affects me because I'm not constantly after just big antler deer. I'm shooting does a lot too. So if I bust a deer out, I'm like, okay, cool. 5 more does might walk through in an hour. And I'm staying here because it's a good area.
Yeah, that's interesting. I always tell myself that I'm gonna go in later or not hunt mornings, and I never. And then when the rubber meets the road, I'm always just doing my same old shit.
Yeah, and no, don't get me wrong. I still like if there's an area where I know, I'm like I gotta be in there an hour before the sun comes up, right? And one thing that I've really taken a heart in and taken a mental note of is everything is situational.
Oh, yeah.
You cannot base anything off of what you did last time or where you went last time or what that deer did last year. I don't care. It's all situational.
That's a fact.
It's all read the sign as it is in front of you and play off of that. What are the deer doing in your area to when you go out to your stand or where you go to sit? Like it's all. And that's what I love about hunting is that it keeps you on your toes because it's never the fucking same thing.
Yeah.
If you do the same thing, expect the same results. If you're not seeing shit and you ain't changing anything up, you're going to continue to not see shit. That's
why I love hunting different terrain. Like
that too.
I know there's a lot of guys that are like, I'm a field edge hunter.
Yeah.
And that's fine. I love hunting different terrains. Yeah. And I want to keep adding more to my repertoire.
Yep.
Like I told DJ Riley recently, I'm like, man, I really want to get better with swamps.
Yeah.
Marshes.
Yep.
I feel like ag country makes a lot of sense. I feel like hill country to me makes sense.
See, hill country, I'm still...
And I love it.
Ohio was my hurdle.
I haven't had any success out there. I shot a deer and just wounded it, but that was flatland. That was up north.
I wounded one last year in Ohio on a bench on a hill, a big hill. Played it right. Got some info from my buddy that I met on the river, right? He gave me a spot that he's hunted down there, and I went to it. And it was late October, like pre-rut. bedding down below, thick, not trees, but like thick brush. And there was a bench halfway up the hill, and then ag at the top of the hill. And it was the perfect scenario. He was scent checking the bedding on the bench, 10, nice 10. I don't even know what he would score. But I thought I put a good shot on him. Blood trailed, like good blood for 300 yards. Bedded twice within that 300 yards. At the 300-yard mark, lost blood. Never found him. Called a dog. Had a weird experience with dogs. Like, neither of them showed up. It was weird. Oh, yeah. One guy told me on the phone, older guy, he was like, I sent him pictures of the arrow and the blood, and he's like, that deer's alive. Which I'm not.
Maybe. Okay.
Maybe. I might have caught him in the brisket, and he's just bleeding from the brisket. I wasn't 100% sure.
Yeah.
But I found my arrow, and I had meat on the fletchings, but I had red blood. No bubbles, but I had red blood. So it could have been a muscle meat shot, whatever. So he's like, I'm not gonna waste your money and time and my time because I think that deer's alive.
Okay.
I'm like, that's great, man. I appreciate your
really.
I appreciate your thoughts and your experience because he said he'd tracked, and I got his number from a guy that said this is the guy you want. And he wouldn't come, but I'm like, I gotta know. I'm paying for a dog. I gotta know. I've been hunting Ohio for 4 years. This is my 5th, and I finally decided to connect with one. And I did, and now I want to know. I need closure.
Sure.
I call another dog. He's supposed to meet me the next day. And little did I know, so it might have been November. I can't remember the dates for their youth hunt. But I'm bow hunting, and the next day is a Saturday, and fucking rifles are going off all over the place. I have no orange on. I've got rattling antlers on my backpack. And I look it up, and I'm like, fucking A, it's the youth hunt.
Shit.
But I went and sat the same tree because I was going to meet the dog at lunch. Never showed. I tried tracking them some more. Find a deadhead. 120 inch-ish 8-point deadhead. I'm crawling through this thick brush where the blood trail was at. And I see antlers, and I'm like, yes! And I crawl up to it, and it's a fucking skull. I'm like, God damn it. Damn. Yeah, never found them. So yeah, I've connected in Ohio after 5 years of hunting it and didn't find them. So Ohio is still a hurdle. Like I'm all in. And my wife makes a comment last year after I shot that deer and didn't find it, and I come home empty-handed again. She's like, "So are you done with Ohio?" I go, "No. If anything, that makes me like even more. Like now I'm like, fuck, man, I gotta figure Ohio out."
That's how I feel about Ohio. Right?
Yeah,
because I
gotta
didn't put in enough
out.
effort last year, and it bums me out.
Yeah. And it's just like you said, terrain. Like it took me a long time with thermals and hill country and how it plays, and I would fuck that up constantly. I was hunting the opposite thing. Like I'm hunting high in the morning as the fucking, or no, I still fuck it up every once in a while too. I'm not perfect with thermals.
Yeah.
And that's why I would love to dial in hill country to know it. Like
my fucking problem is access.
Yeah.
I keep finding these spots. I'm like, how in the hell am I going to get here?
And you want to know what? It sucks. I hate to say it. And I had to learn it the hard way too. It's usually the hardest fucking way to get to it.
Hardest and longest.
Yeah. And that's where guys fuck up.
Yeah.
They take the easy route in and they blow the access. They leave, they're going in, the wind's not right for how they go in. And that's the one thing I would attest to all the athletics that I was accustomed to when I was younger, like weightlifting and being pushed and yelled at and screamed at by all our fucking coaches and going through, like I've had multiple knee surgeries from sports and shoulder issues and my heart surgery. Like I think all of that has made me this person of like, I don't care about that long trek. I know I can fucking handle that.
It's all a part of it.
Yeah, it's all a part of it. So like, I don't know. I think what makes you that person that wants adventure and to work hard is part of bow hunting. And you just look at that access and you're like, yep, that sucks, but let's fucking go.
Yeah.
So I kayak into a lot of spots, and that's a bitch. Like taking gear, hauling kayaks. How am I mounting my bow to it, my gear on it to get to there and then get in the tree? How am I getting the deer out? Am I going upriver to hunt? So then when I shoot something, I don't need to paddle against the current. If I have a deer on my kayak, like it takes logistics and it takes planning and it'll beat you up, man. I hunt that river a lot because there are a lot of really good deer off the Maple River in Gratiot County.
Yeah.
And a lot of people know it. It's heavily pressured and hunted. I think the hunting public went there one year when they did their challenge here. They were hunting Gratiot County off the Maple River. And, like, it's just a lot. And it'll beat the shit out of you. I hunted it hard one year because I had a deer. Oh, my God. Massive. It ended up scoring like 169. Another guy shot it.
Damn.
While I was in Ohio because I was burnt. I was kayaking in like 3 days a week to this spot where I had him on camera and the other guy didn't. And the only reason I know him is because we hunt in that spot and we trade phone numbers to communicate. And it's an hour 15 drive from my place. So hour 15 there, hour 15 back, doing all dares, getting kayaks off the truck, getting in, getting out. I was burnt out. I knew he was still alive because I was still getting him on camera, but I never saw him on a sit, right? So I don't know what I was in my head. I'm fucking this up. My access is fucked. He's winding me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So I go down to Ohio for the opener of gun. I don't like the opener of gun in Michigan.
I don't either.
I hate it.
It does nothing for me.
It's not that.
I don't have a tradition that I follow.
Same. I don't have a camp that I have gone to. I've had really bad experiences with gun hunters in Southeast Michigan when I lived in that area, like getting pissy about their spot and holding their gun like they want to go and have a gunfight with me over a fucking deer stand location. So I don't like it. And Ohio's still bow. So I'm like, all right, I'm out. I'm going down to Ohio and I hunt and I don't connect on anything. I had a good time, whatever. It was good. But I'm driving back from Ohio on Sunday evening. And the guy that I hunt by, he's like, hey, you got any more pictures of that big deer that you were having a bunch of pictures in the spring or in late summer of? And I go, not recently, in the last like few days. Why? He goes, I think I just killed it.
Oh, shit.
I think I just killed it. And I go, I'll send you an older one because he did not have him on camera. And this guy runs a shit ton of cameras out there.
Crazy. And
I send him a picture. He goes, oh, yeah, that's it. Dude, this thing was a fucking monster. And he shot him. He goes, you're not going to be happy about it either. I go, why? Where'd you shoot him? He goes, under one of your preset trees, right off the river. Because I don't like to go off the river too far. Yeah. Like, I'll go in like 50 yards tops. Because then I can shoot back to the river and 50 yards and away from the river. And I have a couple of trees that if I know there's a deer that's like right in the area, like I don't want to leave a bunch of ground scent. So I literally just get in a tree right on the edge of the river.
Sure.
I'll walk the edge of the river from my kayak to not have my kayak in sight, and I'll go right up a tree. And he's like, I shot him right under one of the preset trees that you got right on the water. And I was like, damn it. Like literally at the tree. So he would have been under where I would be in a saddle. Not that who knows, I might not have been in that tree that day, whatever.
Yeah, of course.
But it was just a kick in the nuts of like, he knows the tree because he sees me in it when he comes in with his boat. And he's like, I shot him right under your tree. And I was like, my fucker, man. He said his taxidermist scored at 169 inches on public, Michigan.
That's a dandy right there.
Yeah. Oh, I got pictures. He sent me shit. It's a freaking stud. And I knew it too. I had a camera. It's all floodplain on each side of the river. So in the spring, like it just floods.
Sure.
And then as summer goes on and dissipates, it's just high stem count. It's just a shit ton of everything, right, growing in there. And that's where he was hanging out. There was not a tree to get in to hunt him. And it was super high stemmy. I mean, I'm 6'2", and there was shit up to my shoulder. God, and I saw this run working through this high stem count shit, and I put a camera in there, and I just kept getting a bunch of pictures of him in velvet of like, so I have pictures of him growing all like half the summer into fall. And I hunted that fucker hard. Never saw him with my own eyes. Saw a million cell cam pictures, and then I get pictures of him. And I hate to say it, he'll probably never freaking listen to this. I don't know if he listens to the podcast or not. I'm not like friends with him or anything. He's a crossbow guy. Take it or leave it how you want, guys. But I'm also a listener of the Working Class Bow Hunter, and I need to buy the shirt. Crossbows are gay.
He's you should go wear that next time you see him.
I do need to. I should just wear it out to hunt because he's a crossbow guy and he's kind of shady.
Gay?
No, and shady.
Oh.
He's shady gay.
Shady
it's just another
gay.
level.
Gotta write that one down too.
We should make a hat out of that one.
We should.
But yeah, he shot that with a 450. I do believe he said. But I was just devastated. I'm like, and he is not a fit human. He's a big roly-poly motherfucker. And he drives a duck boat in that's louder than fuck with a mud motor on, which I could too. Yeah. But I kayak in for the stealth, the quiet, and everything. And then this motherfucker comes in with a tiller.
Look what that got you.
Oh my God. Yeah, and he shoots it right off the river. And he was in his duck boat. He's like, oh yeah, I'm on the boat. So he rolled in there with the big fucking long motor that's louder than fuck and shoots this 169-inch deer with a 450.
Oh,
I was like devastated. I'm on the way home I got an 8-hour drive home from Coshocton, right? And I'm like fuming. I call my now wife, then fiance. I'm like, crossbow fucker shot that big deer under one of my trees. And she's like, no. She knows I'm like fuming the whole drive. I had 8 hours to stew on because he called me like 30 minutes into my drive home. I was like, you motherfucker. Yeah, that was a fun one. But you can't, like, I don't care. And even going on that, like, I share trail cam pictures with him. That's another stigma I don't like about, like, Michigan, like, hunters and ethics that they have. Like, man, I don't give a shit. I'll share a picture with you of a deer I have. If I run into you in an area and we're hunting in the same area, I'll share trail cam pictures. You still got to be good enough to kill that deer.
I will not.
You still have to be good enough to kill that deer.
Yeah, I hear ya.
I don't care about that.
I won't do that.
Yeah, and I see why. I know why.
If I know you, I will share a picture with you. Yeah. And I will tell you where I got it.
Yep.
But if you're a rando that I meet in the parking lot, it's not happening.
No, I mean, these are more so of like guys I consistently run into in the woods. I may not be friends with them, but they consistently, we're hitting, like I'm running into you on the way in or the way out, and we're in the same area. Like that guy. I share trail cam pictures with him. He's going to be getting the deer on camera, or he's going to see them on. Like, I don't care. I don't care. True. You got to kill him. You got to kill him. You still got to kill him.
Yeah.
So I'm not really like, whatever. Yeah. It is what it is to me. It's no love loss. Like, cool, man. You went out there enough and sat enough that he walked by when you were out there. That's great. That's awesome. I'm happy for you.
That's the right way to look at it is like, you weren't there.
Yeah. I wasn't. I decided to go to.
You knew that deer was there and you weren't there.
I decided to go to fucking Ohio in the middle of the pre-rut.
Yeah.
If not the beginning of the rut.
That's the right way to look at it.
While I had a 169-inch deer walking around on Michigan Public.
Yeah.
On like I had him on camera.
You fucking idiot.
Yeah, right? And I had friends say that shit to me. They're like, you're a fucking moron. Why weren't you spending every day waking minute in a tree in that area? And I was like, I did for 4 weeks.
You know,
and I got
there was another guy hunting this deer that I shot.
Yeah.
And I knew he was there, but I hadn't talked to him yet.
Yeah.
Now, he had asked me, he said, hey, there was this other 10-point out there last year. You know anything about this deer? And I sent him a picture. I'm like, this one? He goes, yes. So anyway, I think I would have been like, that was my number one target, that deer.
Yeah.
Had I known that he knew of this deer as well, I think I would have been really stressed out about it.
Yeah, it probably would have.
Knowing it now, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But there is another buck still there that he knows about too.
Yeah.
And that's the shed from it, as a matter of fact.
Oh, nice.
Right there. This deer, right here on this pole.
Oh, on the pole? Oh, yeah.
So that buck is 8 years old this year.
Oh, wow.
We thought it was dead.
It's showed back up?
It just showed back up.
Oh, shit, yes.
So this dude told me, because I've already made it very clear to I'm not coming back.
Yeah.
That's yours, bro.
Yeah, have at it.
But I think if I were to say to him, I'm coming back this year, I think he would would be uncomfortable because I know all the spots there.
Yeah.
Yep. If I was hunting there and he was hunting there, I don't think he would have told me about that deer.
Probably not. Most guys won't.
It's a world-class fucking buck.
Yeah, and most guys won't. Most guys won't for decent bucks, let alone a trophy world-class deer in Ohio. And I get it. I'm very tight-lipped when I run into deer like that as well. The only reason that guy knew about that one is because he's literally hunting on top of me.
Right on top.
He's on. I can see his stands from where I'm sitting sometimes. Right. This guy's got like 8 double ladder stands all over the place because he's got a fucking boat that he brings them all in. He actually told me one time, our trek in from the boat ramp to our area that it's kind of a pseudo island. There's 2 pseudo islands. It's a peninsula where there's a drainage, the main river and a drainage, and the east side of it is a private property line. So the only way on this piece of land is via boat, because the drainage is even like too deep to walk across.
Yeah.
And then on the other side of the river, on the north side of the river from the pseudo island, is another same setup, a drainage with a private and a private. So 2 lines, the river and the drainage, you can't get to another other than a boat. And those are the things I look for. Like, how is it going to be hard for fuckers to get in here and limit? Because people are lazy. I'm not lazy. I am going to go the fucking 10th mile to get to where I think good deer are. And that spot, and he knows it, is loaded with mature deer because no one fucking gets in there. There's ag everywhere, and they swim. I have video of them. I post that shit during hunting season of them swimming across the river and the drainages, and they fucking back and forth. Yeah. And it's awesome spot, but it's hard as fuck to get in there, and that's why they get mature. It's just simple fact. So, but the only reason he knew is because he's hunting on top of me.
Do you think they'll leave? Do you think they'll swim to reproduce? Do you think they'll swim back for when they're done, or do you think 100%. They'll kind of stay?
I've watched it.
On
not physically watch them like fuck, but I have witnessed on that river mature deer grunting, having rut activity behavior. Does are on the other side, and that's what they're doing the activity towards. Swim the river, lose sight of them, and then I will watch them in binos swim back across the other side. Yeah.
Interesting.
I have seen that with my own 2 eyes.
I've never seen a deer swim before.
Oh God. Yeah. I got a cool,
I just have never seen it.
I've got a cool video. I was hunting for that big buck on the maple, and I was sitting on the drainage side, and I can't remember what he was. If he was like a 6 or a 4 or something. He was smaller, nothing crazy, but he's coming right at me. He's on the other side of the drainage on the south side, coming northeast, and he's coming right at me in my tree because I'm on a nice little travel corridor along the side of the river. And I took this just really cool. I know I'm not going to shoot him. I know he's going to get the pass. I know he's coming right at me. He gets out. He swims the drainage. He gets out, and he shakes off like a dog. Tail and all, head all the way down to the tail. And I'm like, oh, that's fine. And I'm videotaping it. Yeah. And it's sure as shit, he walks right under my tree and walks away. And I'm like, that's fucking cool.
Fuck yeah.
And that's what's awesome about that area. It's like that shit happens because it's just water everywhere. But the deer density in there is so outrageous. There's so many does. I tell my wife, I'm like, if I'm going in there, I can shoot something every time I go. And I can. I pass on does constantly. I take does out of there constantly. I take as many does. It is, oh my God, why am I forgetting? EHD area.
Is it really?
An EHD. No, CW. I can't remember which one is prevalent in that county. Somebody correct us for us.
I'm sure. I'd be willing to bet it's CWD.
I think it's a CWD county. Gratiot. It's got positive. I don't let that affect me. I don't give a fuck about that.
Worry about that shit.
I murder does out of there. Constantly. The Florida boys. The first year the Florida boys came up with me. We took 3 deer out of there in one morning on the kayaks. And they had the biggest smiles on their faces. We're floating deer out in the sun in the beginning of November. Like, it was awesome. It's just a fun experience, getting on the water and doing stuff like that. But then again, on that comment, shooting does in the rut or pre-rut, people think I'm fucking crazy for that too. And I'm like, you're the crazy one. Yeah. If she's an estrus, I just dropped a live lure 30 yards in front of me.
That's a great point. I've never heard anybody say it like that. But I don't worry about that either.
Yeah.
If I need to shoot a deer, I will shoot a deer whenever the fuck it happens.
I don't care about that. I shot a doe in that river area this past season. One of the Florida guys came back up just by himself, so me and him were hunting in that area same time, early November, first week of November. I shot a doe. She ran about 50, 60 yards. Watched her kick it. Right. She just pooh. I watch her fade in my binos. Hour later, 2 young bucks fighting right over top of her. Right over top of her.
Sure.
And I'm like, that's fucking cool.
It's
Texting
crazy.
my Florida buddy. I'm like, dude, there's 2 bucks fighting right over the top of the dead doe I shot. And I was like, there's proof in the pudding right there. I don't know if she was an estrus.
Thinking about the fact that she's dead.
Yeah. I mean, it could be a coincidence. I have no idea, right? I don't know if she was an estrus or not or whatever, but it was the time of year.
Yeah.
And they fought like literally on top of her. Were they shooters? No, but they were still 2 bucks fighting over this dead doe. I'm like, this is fucking cool, man. And then I shot a 7-point like 3 hours later.
Hilarious.
In the same spot at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So it you know, I don't pay attention to that shit. It's all old wives' tales from dudes that hunted back in the day of like, we don't shoot doe. Fuck all that, man. I shoot 4 to 6 does a year, and I don't care what time of year it is. It's not fucking up my hunt at the beginning of the season. It's definitely not fucking up my hunt during the rut. I think it's a benefit. The only thing I have had happen, and this was on my private piece over on the west side by Crystal Mountain. I shot a doe late gun season, early December, with my 30-30. And when I was gutting her, there were 2 fetuses. That's my only qualm of shooting does late is you're taking 2 more off the board.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that.
My area, it's probably better.
Yeah. I mean, most of them.
We have so many fucking deer.
There's so many deer.
I always say this to my wife. If we shoot 5 does off of that property, the 5 does that are left have 10 babies in the springtime.
Yeah.
So what the fuck
100%.
Nothing.
100%.
We slowed the rate of growth. We didn't reverse the rate of growth. We slowed it.
Yeah.
Barely.
Yeah. And that's the sad part about the state of our herd. And all of the NRC regulations that are coming through, and all the things that we're talking about as a community on Instagram of hunters who care. It's not a trophy thing. It's a herd thing. It's outrageous. I can come hunt down here in southeastern Michigan and kill does all day long.
You could probably kill 1 a day.
Yeah, I'm on does constantly if I come down here.
Yep.
They're a little thinner as you go further north, like my county, Clare County. That's not as prevalent, but I still, again, I'm no professional, but I've gotten good enough. I put myself in good enough positions that I'm going to kill does all the time. Like I see does all the time in bow range. So you can't tell me that, I don't care if it's even northern Michigan, that there ain't enough deer to find deer on public. One, I've heard people in NRC meetings say that. Oh, well, there ain't enough deer to hunt. I don't ever see deer on public land. Well, you ain't fucking doing it right, my friend. Because we have a substantial herd. And down here, they're fucking everywhere. They're rats, man. Farmers shoot them and leave them lay.
Yeah.
They don't even do anything with them. They just shoot them and let them rot.
Yeah.
That's how many we have. So it's a problem. I think us as a hunting community need to address that problem. I know I'm not one of the issuers of part of the problem in that regard. I remember at one of the meetings, I don't know if you were at that meeting, the NRC or the DNR advising the NRC dropped a freaking a nugget of information of how many people actually shoot does in Michigan.
Yeah.
What was the percentage?
Josh, it was like
20%.
I thought it was like 16 or 18%.
It was low.
Yeah, it was super low.
They'd even shoot a doe.
Yeah,
and then there was another one that they threw out, and they were like, only like 0.1 or 0.5% or 1% shoot more than 4 deer.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's insane, man. That's insane. Now, don't get me wrong. You want to just do camp and everything and shoot your deer, that's awesome.
Yep.
But man, we have, as stewards, as sportsmen, we can't let shit get out of control. And the doe population is getting out of control in counties. And our local governments are going to take it into their own hands. They're going to hire sharpshooters. They're going to look at Ann Arbor. I lived outside Ann Arbor for a long time when I taught at Eastern. They were freaking, what were they doing? Oh my God, what's the term for it? I can't remember.
Culling?
No, they were like taking the reproductive organs out of deer. They were darting them and taking the reproductive organs out of deer. It didn't even work because they couldn't get them all. And the ones that they weren't getting were reproducing on a scale that they couldn't control.
Castrating the fucking deer?
Yes, on a level. I think it was for the female,
God.
for the
I've never
does.
heard of that.
Oh yeah, they spent millions of dollars in Ann Arbor to do this. Like, why don't we have special opportunity hunts that are available that you have to put in for the draw of it and spend $5 like we do on other special opportunity hunts to get drawn and then pay the state to hunt it?
I would go so far as to even say you can go through a marksmanship course to prove your accuracy.
Yes.
So that you're not just flinging arrows.
Yeah. I think there's caveats
in Randy's backyard.
Yeah. I think there's caveats and levels to that if you wanted to go that route. And I think that's where the state's like, we can't afford it. We can't afford to do that. Yeah. But my God, to pay millions of dollars to go through these things of like sharpshooters and or like doing things to the deer herd to make them try to not be reproductive blows my mind. Yeah. And what other state has a herd that large that they've got to go to those measures? Not a lot of them. No. So we're lucky to have a herd that has the numbers that we have, but we're also fucking handling it horribly as sportsmen and as legislators. Like, this is both of our faults. Yeah. We don't shoot enough does, and you muddy our regs enough that people don't want to fucking shoot does. In my opinion. Yeah. On levels, right? There's a lot of levels to that. So those are my thoughts. I'm an impartial, random Northern Michigan bow hunter.
Well, sir, we have recorded a marathon episode today, 2 hours and 40 minutes.
That's pretty long.
That's a pretty good one.
It didn't feel like 2 hours and 40 minutes.
No, that was a good one. So again, I really appreciate you coming down
here.
Yeah,
I had a good time.
I really enjoyed talking to you. I enjoyed seeing your hunting rig. You gave me some inspiration for before the season gets going here.
You need you have any questions or a thought? Like I said, I'm a gear guy, so I have gone the paces on that stuff too. You have any questions or want to know anything?
I appreciate
Reach out. Same for anybody listening.
Yeah, man.
Overlanding truck rig I have for hunting. If anyone has any questions on that. Yeah, like if you guys have any questions, Brett knows how to get a hold of me, or you guys can.
Well, you're about to tell everybody where they can find you on Instagram.
Yeah. Instagram, it's just you can search Jeremy Catarino, it'll pop right up. But my username is J_cat_22, I do believe it is. Yeah.
Are you looking for me for guidance on that?
Yeah, I can't remember it. I don't. That's how much I don't like.
I called you JCat22.
I think it is J. Yeah. That's it. J_cat_22. Yeah, feel free. Like again, I'm not an influencer on any level. I'm active on it, so I'll respond to messages and follow you back. And
you've got some great outdoor content. It isn't deer centric. It's outdoors.
Yeah.
It's just your life. And
healthy living too. Yeah. I post a workout here and there. I post motivational workout quotes and things like that. Just people are like, my wife says it and my friends say it like, oh, you're not a workout influencer. I'm like, I'm not trying to be. That's more to motivate me. Yeah. I post things to motivate me, and hopefully it affects somebody else. Like, it's all for me because I can get lazy and whatever and not unmotivated. We can all do it. So yeah.
Well, again, thank you so much for coming down. I really enjoyed chatting with you. I enjoyed our friendship, and now we can do this again. And
I'd be happy to.
And keep in touch. And
for sure,
good luck this season. And keep me in the loop, man.
Yeah, for sure, definitely.
Well, thanks everybody for listening. If y'all want to follow along, go follow Jeremy on Instagram. And appreciate everybody for listening. We will talk to you all soon.
Yeah.
See ya.
Thank you.